Ridley's too big for this trailer.
Yeah.
Welcome to our next Extra Joy discussion about the new Smash Brothers Nintendo Direct. A lot of people have been asking us to do this. We've tried to do it before, and
Yeah, you may have seen
kind of a mess.
You may have seen our immediate reactions to the direct, but what you definitely haven't seen was our discussion about it because I fucked up saving the recording. So
It's mostly my
we're
fault.
doing it. We're doing
We're
it
gonna
again.
let that go and not tell everyone, but all right.
I'm taking it.
Then I just
Alright.
think that we did it really late.
Well,
Way to
go,
That
man.
would be totally unlike us.
Yeah, this will be about Brawl. That's how late we are.
Anywho,
We're talking about the Nintendo Direct that just happened on Tuesday. We're just gonna go down. We made a list. We're gonna go down each thing that happened in the order that they happened. So you gotta wait for the big reveal at the end, which I know is what you're all waiting for. But we want to talk about everything.
Big review.
Yeah. So
The big reveal.
Immediately as you say that, they click to the very end.
hey man, that's their prerogative. They can do that.
and then at
And
the
that's
end,
when
we're
we
not
throw it
actually
in the
talking
middle of
about
the
it.
video.
Yeah.
We
Jokes
Exactly.
on them. Jokes on them because we already got the hit for it.
We've got your clicks. All right.
All right, so let's start
Yeah.
off with what the Nintendo Direct started with, which was actually the release date, which,
Well, the release window.
well, the
Yeah.
release window, I suppose, would be the way to say it.
Yeah.
Subject to change.
The release threshold.
Yeah. The Nintendo 3DS version is coming out this summer, whereas
In
the
summer.
Wii U version is coming out in winter. I think that's a bad idea.
Yeah. We said this
It
pretty
is.
much immediately, but I think we all mostly agree that the Wii U version needs to skip sooner.
Yeah.
I mean, who's already way more people own a 3DS, and
Right.
if you want to put butts in the seats for a failing console, you gotta push that up front. So, I understand that development cycles can't, whatever, it's in the cards already. You can't get the game's not done till it's done. I understand that, but oh boy, I think that's not the wisest business move.
Yeah.
Well-
What's the thing that Miyamoto said about a good game is good, but bad game needs
A delayed
more time.
a delayed game is a delayed game is
Totally not
eventually
the quote.
a delayed game is eventually good. A bad game is bad forever.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I heard people saying that they delayed it to try to get more sales out of it.
Well, yeah, because the winter this season is when
Sure.
Yeah,
people buy video
that's when
games.
a shit ton more people will buy it. But they also want you to get both versions, and I guess they're not really advertising the 3DS as the lesser version, although you could kind of assume that.
I don't-
because
I don't
it's a
think you-
smaller.
I don't think you should assume that, but I mean,
No, you shouldn't.
that's how it will be. But
I
just
plan to get both.
Yeah, I want to
Mhm.
get I want to
Me
get
too.
both too. I think most people in this call anyway at least plan to get both. But I don't know that most people out there will plan to get both because like what if the 3DS version comes out, it's got the online play and everything and it's just it satisfies people and they don't want to go out and spend, $300 on a Wii U and buy the other one. I think the Wii U version should definitely come out first to help draw those sales.
I think the 3DS version is going to kind of be testing the water, balance-wise and all that stuff, and they have a few months because it's easier to patch the 3DS version as they've already shown with Mario Kart. Whereas when the Wii U version comes out, they still have time to tweak all those things that people might complain about on the 3DS version, so you get a better version of the game on the console. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but all the
I
people
mean,
that already
could
own the
be.
3DS aren't going to care.
Yeah,
Could be.
I don't know.
it's just
I imagine
Sure.
they could patch it on the Wii U as well.
I wonder if there's going to be a crossplay.
Not that they will.
No, I'm pretty sure there's no crossplay.
Yeah.
Also, am I the only one who was like really surprised that they had a release window? I didn't think they were going to talk about that at all.
I think they
thought
wouldn't have had
it.
this big press release if they didn't have a release window or
Yeah.
date or something.
They've been really adamant about constantly reminding you that it's coming out this year, it's coming out this year, it's coming out this year. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not
Sakurai
surprised.
really wants to release it this year, so.
I think Nintendo really wants to release it this year.
I think they really
They
have to
release
release
a
it.
game this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All true. All true.
Yep.
So I think that was a big thing. A lot of people thought it was going to get delayed because
It
Brawl
still
was pretty
could, but-
infamous for getting delayed. But
Please understand, because as Miyamoto said,
Please understand.
that is not what. Oh, jeez. All right.
Yeah, Iwata said that.
Oh shit.
Anyway.
Oh boy.
This is very vague. It's this technical tidbit. I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
the technical tidbit is the fact that
The
it
very
plays
next-
in 60 FPS in 3D, which
Oh.
is Don's favorite thing on Earth. So go ahead, Don. Talk about that.
Oh yeah. Before the game, like actually, excuse me, not before the game came out because it's still not out yet.
Yeah.
But before they announced this announcement, like Sakurai was saying how this next part is gonna be sort of technical. So like, but we gotta say it. The 3DS version is gonna be 60 FPS in 3D, and I think that's amazing because every fighting game needs to be 60 FPS.
Yeah.
And especially, the 3D sort of worried me because like Pokemon X and Y,
Yeah.
Didn't
Looks
really.
like
that-
crap.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like it runs at like 9 FPS sometimes.
Yeah.
If you're lucky.
It's a slideshow.
It looks pretty gross, man. I found myself playing X and Y with the 3D off like 90% of the time, and
In
I don't
battles, you have
usually-
no choice.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't usually play the 3DS with the 3D off, so
I do.
Yeah,
My
me
old-
too.
My old man eyes can't take it.
I also noticed in X and Y. I know. This is derailing the topic, but
Already. 5 minutes in.
Well, it's about
Five
Pokemon.
minutes, gotta talk about
even-
Pokemon.
even without the 3D on, it would still lag. With
yeah,
Animation.
sometimes, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
like,
it's-
it was 3-on-3, and it all had like Charizard with the unique tail flame bullshit
Yeah.
and all that.
I'm not as big like a fighting game guru as Don, but I'm also pretty excited about 60 FPS. Sakurai said something like, "That's impressive," and like, it is, and I think it's funny that he had to say that because like, there are a lot of people out there who don't really know or care about
Me.
FPS. You know,
Yeah.
Um,
it is really surprising Sakurai like actually said anything about that.
yeah.
Yeah, assist trophies run at 30 FPS, which is half, of course.
Yeah.
30 is half of 60.
I don't even know how it works.
I don't
from a
either.
processing standard. Like,
Magic.
the game runs at a certain. What do you mean? Some of the characters will run slow. What do you mean?
Yeah, I didn't understand that either, but I think it's interesting
Good.
that they are they're thinking of ways to make it more efficient.
Optimizing it?
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
I even if I don't understand how they work, I appreciate the
There's
extra
a
work
there's a
that's putting
separate
into it.
cartridge for assist trophies in Pokemon that you have to.
Please
Need a
understand.
RAM expansion.
Because a good character is good forever. A bad
Oh my
character is half as good as a good character.
I hope this joke
something.
never dies.
Knowing us, it won't.
You're saying that TV Game 6 is a bad character?
We'll get there.
Anyway,
We'll get there.
that was the technical tidbit, and then he went into like version differences. They didn't really talk
He
about
pretty much said
much.
what we already know, which is that the characters will be the same in both versions, but the stages will be different.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and they showed off the stages, which was neat.
Some of which we've seen before. but-
most of which we'd seen before, but they showed
But
off,
the one
new
new
ones.
3DS stage that they did show was the balloon fight stage,
which is
It's
very
pretty
cool.
which looks very, very interesting because, like in balloon fight, if you go off the right side of the screen, you just reappear on the left side,
Which is awesome.
which is pretty cool. I think that could lead to some pretty fun shenanigans. You know,
Mhm.
trying
And
to
the
KO
flippers are there.
trying to KO people off the top or the bottom of the screen
Yeah.
exclusively.
Mhm.
So,
Well, we did see another 3DS stage briefly. And the Pokemon League stage.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
That's
That's on
later.
the Wii U though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and that's
Oh, what was it?
I'm
Disregard.
pretty sure the graphics were much better for that stage than they were for anything else.
All right then.
That's kind of strange.
Yeah,
Well,
it
I
is.
mean,
It is a
oh.
little strange because he kind of said like, oh, the 3DS version is going to be mostly.
Well, mostly.
yeah, well, the 3DS version does have a stage from X and Y. It's just there's more than one.
What are they gonna have? A Pokemon Ranch stage for the Wii U?
Oh no, please.
Pokey Floats 2. Pokey Floats 2.
Hey, don't talk shit about Pokefloats.
I will talk
Okay.
shit
Pokefloats
about
kicks
Pokeflows
ass.
all the
Pokefloats is one
time.
of my favorite
I
stages.
love that stage.
Why? You're
'Cause it's so
why?
fun,
No,
come on.
it's
It is
not
fun.
It's not fun. It's
Ugh.
awful. I
Like
hate
a
that
fucking
stage.
Wooper comes up, you gotta get on the
Hate you,
Wooper.
Matt.
It's
I like jumping on Unknown's eyeball.
it's so lazy. I don't know.
You gotta get on the Whooper. Life advice
Yeah.
with Phil.
But they also
Get it.
Get on the Whoopa.
they showed off a little
The
bit more of.
Whooper.
Okay, I just swang.
What did they show off, Matt? What did they show off?
A whooper apparently.
And Poke Floats too. The floats should actually do things, so the Whooper could water spell.
Why are we
There's no
still
Poke
talking
Floats.
about Pokeflow?
You don't know that. You
There's
don't know
not.
that.
I do know
Josh is
I don't even know if Whooper learns water spout. I just assume it does.
I want to talk about the fucking stages they showed off. Jesus Christ. They showed off more of the Reset Bomb Forest from Kid Icarus Uprising, and it actually doesn't look fun. So that kind of
I
stuff.
think
No, it's a side-scrolling stage.
Oh,
Well,
lame.
there are a lot of those on the 3DS version, but I
Can you
don't
just
know.
not have scrolling stages? Is that a possibility?
No.
Well,
You
dude,
can always set it to the Final Destination
at
version.
least they're not Rumble Falls, man. Like,
Yeah.
I actually really like Mushroomy Kingdom in Brawl.
Really?
Yeah.
It's alright, I guess.
It's just 1-1 and 1-2.
Yeah,
Mm,
but
not-
I thought it was pretty cool. I don't understand why it's all post-apocalyptic. I don't care about that so much.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
Mhm.
But the fighting in Brawl on a Mario stage, I thought was fun. But
yeah. I
and-
mean, it's an interesting switch up.
I don't mind the scrolling levels as long as they're not Rumble Falls. Because,
Yeah.
like,
How about
What
Icicle
about,
Mountain?
Icicle Mountain. Yeah.
if I wasn't wild about Icicle Mountain, but it was no Rumble. Nothing.
I turned Icicle Mountain off so early in my Melee playing that I don't even remember what it's like. One bit.
It's the thing is like if it scrolls slow enough, then I don't mind it. I find
How about when it speeds up and yells at you?
Well, that's what fucking sucks. That's why Rumble Falls is the worst.
Right.
You can't even fight. You got to move so fast just to keep up with the stage moving.
Gotta go
It's like
fast.
every 15 seconds the fight stops and you just have to platform.
Yep.
It's not fun. But the tour stages like Delfino Plaza or Mute City, I don't mind so much. And
No, they're alright.
we've seen like
Yeah, they're not.
Rainbow Road and Lumios Tower are going to be like that. I think those will be fun stages. So
Yeah, those look cool. I don't know. Reset Bomb didn't look fun. There looked like there was just a lot of shit that's happening and getting in the
I
way.
mean, we'll have to see it in practice.
Looks like a George Lucas movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 3D land stage looks awesome.
All 60 frames is so dense.
Yeah, so dense. You can fit so much action in there. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
Nobody else gets it. That's alright.
Yeah.
And I think
Some stages.
the Find Me stage looks cool.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm assuming you're gonna have to fight the.
Yeah, that's
Ghost
the boss
thingy?
character, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the
which is
bosses.
another thing that Sakurai talked about in the direct. He
Sure
specif-
did,
he's-
Ricky.
he specifically explained the Yellow Devil and how if you kill it, it explodes and you get, you get
It
like,
explodes.
yeah,
You get freedom from the other devil.
exactly. Um,
But you also get the
But,
final hit on the enemies.
what he showed after that, you saw all of our hysterical reactions to it. He showed, he said there will be other boss characters in the game, and he zoomed in on Ridley's shadow. And I can't believe people could look at that clip and interpret that as anything other than Ridley's not playable.
Right.
Well, see, when
Hold on to
Toon
the
Link
dream.
is playing on the Spirit Tracks,
Yeah.
Alfonso takes over.
Right. Leave it to
So
me.
when
Leave
Ridley
it
is
to me.
playing in the Pyrosphere, Alfonso takes over.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, every
That joke will never get old.
like
Nope.
Ridley is a very popular, one of the most popular requests for this game, and
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
and I was just gonna say that like so many people are still holding on to hope that he's gonna be playable.
The thing you guys got to understand is that when we say that Ridley's too big, we're joking. It's a joke. It's a big joke. We don't actually think that because his size is inconsistent.
It's a big joke.
His size is different in every single game, just like Bowser. I mean, and Olimar is freaking like an inch tall, So size is a very fluid thing in Smash Brothers. That's not the reason we don't think he's in it. It's just he's not in it, you guys.
He's in it, just in one stage.
He's a boss character. Yeah, exactly.
How about
around.
people took from that shadow that Ridley was carrying Pikachu away, and I didn't
What?
even see that. Yeah, I didn't see that at all from the shadow, and people are like, "Oh, he's clearly picking up Pikachu." And
Well,
Maybe
there-
he picks people
Carrying
up
them
when they're
away.
fighting
Yeah.
on the stage.
Yeah,
there's
drags
a
him across the wall.
there's a couple. That would be cool. There's a couple frames where if you pause it, you can see like a white, like
Yeah.
it's either a
Wing
wing or a tail,
tip.
but
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the end of his tail from Other End.
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
that's
it's
exactly what
obviously
it
it's
is.
other.
in Other M Ridley had like a white tail, so or the tip of his tail at least. So
You know, it was the spike.
Yeah.
What if Ridley is playable, but only when he's that little chibi thing?
like from Other M,
Yes.
like the baby
Yeah.
Ridley,
The bird
Baby
thingy.
Ridley. Baby
Yeah.
Ridley confirmed for Brawl.
little birdie.
Yeah.
Ridley's
I,
just not playable, guys. He's just not.
And
Yeah.
the thing is, man, this is one case where I want to be wrong. I want to play as Ridley, but that ship sailed. I keep saying it. We all have. You know, it's if Sakurai wanted Ridley to be playable,
He would have
Then-
already been playable.
he would have already been. Yeah, exactly.
Ridley's past his prime.
Yeah,
His
there's.
Metroid prime.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I just. And I applaud you all for having hope in Ridley and trying to find the silver lining, but you're all kind of insane. Like, there's so many
Yeah.
theories about how Ridley can still be playable and how Sakurai is controlling Ridley right there. That is Ridley. He's the playable character. Like, he didn't use Ridley's name. He didn't show Ridley. He only showed his shadow. Maybe it's not Ridley, and it's just like, come on,
Maybe it's
guys.
Kraid.
Get out.
Maybe Kraid's playable.
Yeah, step
What
out.
if it's Nightmare?
Fake Kraid's playable.
Step out
Yeah.
of step out of your denial. Get out of your delusion. He's not playable, and
I mean, we're sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry
Yeah.
personally.
Mewtwo, on the other hand.
they
It's just a little airborne. It's still good. It's still good.
they also they showed off some returning stages from old games. Jungle Japes is back for some reason.
Jungle Japes for like the 12th
Yeah,
time.
for
Jungle
the-
Jape, fucking every game.
I know. That's the third game in a row with Jungle Japes. That's insane.
Which
but-
is great because I love Jungle Japes.
I
but
I like Jungle Japes. It's just like, come on.
You have
So
the
they
kid-
don't
do
have
any
to make
better.
Cranky playable. They can just put him in the background of Jungle Japes.
there you
He is
go.
in the window
Cranky-
still. Fuck you,
They
Josh.
felt-
Alfonso takes his
Nice.
place.
Leave it to me.
When Cranky
Cranky's shadow is also shown, and it just means that Cranky's playable.
Nice.
It's not actually Cranky.
This whole time.
Sakurai's
great.
controlling him. But no, they
It's the old Diddy Kong from that one Brawl in the Family.
yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
They showed off Jungle Japes. They showed off the halberd for
Yep.
Yep.
the Wii U version. Those are the first Donkey Kong and Kirby stages we've seen for this game, and they're
Yeah.
old stages. So
Which is
that's fun.
unfortunate. Donkey Kong's really getting shafted on all these preview things,
Yeah.
just as a series.
Well, I mean, look at him in the fucking previews. He doesn't look like Donkey Kong.
Yeah, he does. He looks great.
I think he
Got
looks
the
fine.
tie, he's brown.
He's got the flip.
Yeah, he does the flip. I just want to see a new Donkey Kong stage. You know there's gonna be a Tropical Freeze stage. There's no way there's not gonna be.
Yeah.
Right.
Doesn't make any sense. And like the halberd, as much as I love it, it's not a very good representation of the Kirby series as a whole.
No, it's not. I want another Wispy Woods theme stage.
Or just a Dreamlands theme stage.
Yeah.
I want butter building where it like
Yeah.
parallax scrolling.
That'd be
Or bring
cool.
back Fountain of Dreams.
Yeah.
And make it a little bigger, maybe.
They also they showed off Palutena's temple, which is what that mysterious screenshot that everybody thought was a custom stage. It's not.
Oh boy. I'm not looking forward to that stage.
It's
Yeah,
the
I
new.
know.
It's the new temple or New Pork City.
It's the new double.
it's
Both
like
of those
two.
stages combined.
It's like twice as big as New Pork City, which I already thought was
In-
too big.
Yeah.
Just like Ridley.
Look, if you look at the footage, you can see Sonic and Pit bouncing around, and like they are microscopic.
Wow.
Mm,
And
That's insanity.
you know when you're looking at when you're playing the stage and people are that far apart, that's what it's going to look like on your TV. It's just I really like Hyrule Temple, but I think that
Right.
since then they've been pushing it too far with the big stages.
Right. We get it. You can make a big stage.
Yeah. Well, people
Okay, let's
really
scale it
liked Hyrule Temple, so they were like, well, let's
Right.
make another
it's a
one.
fun level.
It is a fun level.
Let's make another one by making more gigantic stages, and
Mhm.
I don't think it works the way that they think it does.
No.
Yeah.
So,
Honestly,
brought-
if it just
if they-
didn't have that top part, it would be a fine big stage. But it just makes it so huge.
Yeah, even if it was just double tiered, like there was the top part of the temple, and then you could go underneath into like the basement part or something. That would be cool. But
Kind of like
yeah,
Castle Sage or Siege. Sorry.
Yeah.
From
except all on one screen.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That'd be neat.
Yeah,
So then, if it was just like the left half of it, that would be fine with me.
yeah,
But it's
Well.
just enormous. Oh well.
Yeah.
right. If they bring back Newport City, maybe they'll make the Ultimate Chimera the boss of the stage.
And then when
You
he's
can't beat
playable,
the Ultimate Chimera.
Yeah, I know.
Alfonso takes
Alfonso
over.
takes his place.
Jesus.
Leave it
Alfonso
to
just
me.
biting people.
Alfonso's
Coolest
my
thing-
favorite.
Coolest thing so far, though, is online play has been confirmed
Yes, for the 3DS.
for the 3DS,
That's exciting. And
which is so
And
nice.
the Wii U.
another.
It's listed twice. It's there. But yeah, that's all because I probably won't have a Wii U. I don't have a Wii. I am a broke son of a bitch. But I will be getting a 3DS soon, and so it'll be nice to play
Yeah.
against my friends with a 3DS. You know.
I think that's a really nice. I'm really glad that it has that. But man, that's another nail in the coffin of the Wii U version. Because
Yeah.
everybody's already got a 3DS. You know.
Yep.
That system sold like hotcakes. And
After it launched.
I mean, but what were they going to do? Not have a 3DS online version? That would be
We
insane.
we all kind of thought that. I mean, it's not uncommon for Nintendo to release 3DS games without online.
yeah,
Yeah,
Unless
it's
it's
not
called-
uncommon for Nintendo to release games without online in general.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
So
But
yeah,
something
I-
that's big. This is like one of their big franchises now.
Yeah, I think it's good. I'm glad that it has online for sure.
It's like making a Mario Kart without online.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's a big deal. They also they showed off a new the new random playing against random people online. There's two modes now, for fun and for glory,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
which is interesting. For fun mode is basically you play on any random stage, items are on, and it's just the Smash Brothers that you know and love. And
It doesn't keep track of your losses either. It only counts your wins.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Which is
then
interesting.
for glory is the tournament style play mode where it's only Final Destination. Items are turned off. You can play one-on-one matches, and it counts your wins and your losses. And
Fox only.
yes, Fox only, always Fox only. And a pretty cool thing that they did with that is they made it so that every stage, at least in the Wii U version, they didn't show it off for the 3DS version, can be turned into a Final Destination mode where it's
Yeah.
just a single platform, but it's themed
But
to that
with-
stage.
with- Yeah, with the background elements and the music from that
Yeah.
stage, which I think is a really cool feature. And something that I think is also very interesting is that there's a shot in the direct of not Palutena. That would be a mind blowing shot. No, there's a shot of Rosalina.
here
Sorry,
it is in the background.
there's a shot of Rosalina using her Final Smash on the Final Destination version of the Mario Galaxy stage. So
Oh, neat.
clearly those Final Destination-ified stages are not exclusive to For Glory mode because you wouldn't be able to use a Final Smash in that mode.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just unlockable in normal mode or something.
Yeah, I think either way, I think that's very cool. I'm all for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd like some kind of happy medium where, say the Mega Man stage where you can play with the platforms that move, but without the Yellow Devil. That's how I would want to play it.
I think that's too complicated, too much work.
Yeah, I think that's fair, but I also think that's they would have to make 3 different versions of the stage. Then
Yeah.
that's a little more work than just
Yeah,
flat.
I guess.
Yeah, this
Too
is
bad you can't just toggle things on and off.
too much work.
This thought
Well, the
just
thing
occurred
about
to me.
the thing
Go
about
on.
the Final Destination stages, they aren't actually just Final Destination. They are ever so slightly different at the edges,
Yeah.
or just below the stage even. The Dr. Wily stage, it's straight just a rectangle for
Right.
the edges.
Mhm.
It's a different kind of edge than the regular Final Destination where it has a sort of a slope.
Sure.
So,
It looks like the WarioWare hall.
yeah, exactly.
Josh, what were you gonna say?
Well, so every stage has 2 versions now. I wonder if the boxing ring they showed off that has 2 versions, if one of them is the Final Destination version, or if I'm just looking too much into it.
No, I don't think that's too big of stretch. I hadn't even considered that, but when you say it, it makes sense now. Because that was the first stage they revealed would have 2 different versions.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that, like, we've seen from footage and stuff that the at least one of them has like the ramps on the sides that like lead down into the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the Final Destination version has the Smash logo and doesn't have those ramps. I think that's
or the
pretty.
the like bouncy.
Yeah.
Rope for space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can't wait to play WWF on that level.
Yeah.
The Rock confirmed.
Nice thought.
Rock Hawk confirmed for Brawl.
No, I said The Rock, but okay.
Close
Well,
enough.
he is the Rock. With a hawk.
Something that Ricky said, I think it was last night, which obviously we weren't recording, is the new Final Destination is really cool, and it just immediately
It's
got
very cool.
got overshadowed by everything because
Yeah.
they announced this new Final Destination like style of stage that
Yeah.
you could play. So it's like they just kind of glossed over it, and
Yeah.
I don't think it
But
deserved
I
that.
think I think it's beautiful. I mean, it's like half of the platform is like charred, which just looks cool. But even the background is like the duality of it is just gorgeous, especially in HD. You got the blue planet and the red sun, like
Yeah.
right up in each other's grill like that. It just it looks really badass. It's
Looks like
probably
cells splitting or something.
it's probably
It's
my
like-
favorite Final Destination like
Um,
design yet.
I like that you have all the red and the blue there contrasting, and it's also in the logos to the games. And I wonder if that was an intentional thing.
Probably. I'm sure it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
So
It's also Soul Calibur and Soul Interpreter.
No, it's not. Get out of here, Game Explain.
yeah, I really like Game Explain, but that's dumb. So let's not talk about that.
I didn't watch those videos, so I don't know what's going on.
Well, they're dumb. It's just
Okay.
that way.
TLDR.
Siegfried confirmed.
Yeah, nightmare.
So
and Roy.
okay, so we got
Which Roy?
stages out of the way. So let's talk about next. They talked about items. They showed off a lot of really cool items in the direct, and they showed off even more in like the press release where they showed off a bunch of screenshots of stuff.
Yeah, there were a lot of new items
Yeah.
revealed.
Oh my
like,
God, that's-
immediately
that's-
after the direct.
We're up to like 60-something items already, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a-
It's insane.
60.
there's a shit ton. So that's what did they reveal during the direct? They showed off
The fire bar.
They showed
Yep.
Fire
Yeah.
Bar, the Bomb Chew, which looks awesome.
Oh, I love the bomb chew.
The I think they had announced the Beetle before, but this was the first time
Yeah.
we saw it like in action.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
The
How many Zelda items
the
are there?
POW block, there's a lot of Zelda items, which Sakurai even like on the daily pick, he was like, "There's a lot of
Yeah.
Zelda items this time around." Like, he straight up acknowledged it. But
Yep. There's a lot of
yeah.
Kid Icarus ones too, which is cool.
yeah, the Orc Club and
Yeah.
The drill arm.
the drill arm and the eye, the evil eye or whatever it's called.
Those two were not
back
actually.
shields.
Were those? Oh yeah, the back shield. Back shield was shown at the direct, but the other two were shown only in the screenshots, right?
I
I
think
don't know.
the drill arm and the eye, yeah, I believe were
Or
from
only in the
press.
screenshots. That's so weird. Why did they reveal so much stuff in those screenshots but not talk about it?
I don't know, but a lot of the new items they showed off I think look really cool.
Yeah. Like the Tanuki.
Yeah, Tanuki
Yeah.
Leaf.
Yep.
The
Oh,
blue
I wonder
shell.
what that's gonna do. You think it's gonna be like Mario Kart, where you can just whip people around you?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that because it's more recent and like it's kind of become the new Tanuki thing. I'm thinking it's going to be more based on 3D World and 3D Land, where
Mm-hmm.
you can't fly with it, but it slows your descent, and you can attack with it. That's my guess.
Kind of like the umbrella, the parasol.
Well,
Yeah.
which was not in Brawl, so sure.
No, it wasn't.
Um, yeah, that's my guess. But I mean,
It
who
kind-
knows? You might
It'd be
get
kind of neat.
extra jumps.
Yeah. It'd be neat if it lets you turn into a statue, like the Tanuki suit. did.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
To do like a, just
It just
drop
becomes.
on the
Yeah,
Yeah,
pistol.
it's like
Kirby's
Kirby's
Down
down
B.
B. Yeah.
That is.
Well, I mean, we already know that it's
is a cool
the
idea.
raccoon suit, so I don't think we'll
Right.
see that.
No, I know.
But
I don't know. And there's something that I kind of think is lazy about having items that just duplicate characters' moves, like the what is it?
Screw attack.
The screw attack. That's exactly what I was thinking of. But whatever.
Yeah. Well,
That's cool.
I mean, they. What all can you do with like all these items? You know, they gotta be compromises somewhere. But
I want to see the paper fan come back.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's
Halo
back.
fans not playing it.
Haven't confirmed it though.
Mewtwo has it.
Yeah, but it's back. It's been in all 3 games.
No, it wasn't in Brawl.
Yes, it
Yes,
was.
It was.
Wait, which was it?
Yes.
Paper fan,
Alright,
you're
then.
out of your mind. I use that all.
Yeah.
I spam the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Online.
Yep.
All right, my
With
bad.
lag.
Uh, what wasn't in Brawl that's actually coming back is the Metal Box. That wasn't in Brawl, was it?
Metal Box was in
Yes.
Brawl.
Yes,
What
it
the-
was.
Oh my gosh.
Shit.
Play exclusively in tournaments? Get the fuck
Look at
out of here.
Look
Yeah.
at that instant karma that just happened.
Yeah, that
right
was instant karma. You're right.
I know the red shell was like the only thing
Oh,
not
man.
in Brawl.
And the
And-
flipper from Melee.
And the
Flipper,
umbrella.
right.
You just said the umbrella.
Shut up.
It's actually called Parasol.
Anyway,
Your parents.
fucking. They also showed off the blue shell and the bullet bill in the screenshots,
Yeah.
Bullet Bill's pretty great.
as well as the Franklin badge and Mr. Saturn. The first things that we've seen from Earthbound, and they don't even make a big deal
Yeah.
of it. They're just like, here's these things again.
And again,
Speaking of
no
Found.
Donkey Kong anything.
Not even the barrel.
Just like nothing. Yeah, no barrel. We haven't seen any. Well, we'll get to assist trophies.
At least
but,
we got the golden hammer though.
There's a banana peel.
oh, thank God. Thank God for the golden hammer.
Speaking of Earthbound, I want to go on a little PSA here.
Sure.
This is the 4th Smash Brothers game, guys. It's the 4th one. I can't believe in 2014 people are still worried about Ness and Jigglypuff coming back.
What about Captain Falcon? Captain Falcon's obviously been cut.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
as Zelda Williams.
They're all back. None of the original 12 are going anywhere. You're all fools. So
Asterisk. All right. Hashtag Angry Ricky.
yeah.
Hashtag Ricky Rant. Yeah, but that's 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 a bunch of the stuff about the items. But there's one in
Yeah.
particular that I want to talk
Yeah.
about that's really
Beehive?
interesting. Not the beehive, although the beehive is cool.
The Beehive is great. It's pretty great. I love the Beehive, but no, that's not the one.
Hey, whoever's editing this video, just overlay images of every item that we haven't talked about on the video right now.
Oh, okay, thanks for giving me more work to do, you jackal. But
Just do what I do and put picture not available.
but no,
That's
in
Leave
those
the joke. Anyway,
in those screenshots that they released for the press release, they showed the special flag from Rally X, which is a
Yeah.
Namco game.
It's actually been in several Namco
I was
games.
gonna say apparently it's not just Rally X.
Well,
from what
that's
I've
where it's
seen.
originally from. But
Sure.
it was all. They also show the Galaga like aliens,
Yeah.
the 8-bit
In
aliens,
8-bit.
which
I think that's pretty. I'm not calling it confirmed or nothing, but I think that makes a pretty strong case that Pac-Man will be featured in the game
yeah,
in some capacity.
Namco is working on this game, and they're very clearly putting some of their retro themed like references in this game. And again, that's another thing that I'm surprised nobody made a big deal out of. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
just in some random screenshots, here's the special flag. Here's
Yeah.
here's Galaga aliens, and it's like, is nobody gonna call attention
Here's
to this?
Pong.
Yeah.
Is nobody gonna call attention to this? That's nuts. And I think, like Ricky said, I think that gives a really strong edge to Pac-Man being a.
I'm not
playable character.
like he might not necessarily be playable. Maybe he'll be an assist. But my whole thing is, why would they put Galaga aliens and the Rally X flag in the game before Pac-Man?
Right.
Why would they? Why would they go straight to those? You know, I think that that makes a pretty strong case that we'll be seeing Pac-Man some way.
Yeah, I do too. If
At this point, we have to see him in some form.
yeah, if he's
Playable or not.
If he's not playable, I think he'll be an assist where he's like retro Pac-Man. Because these are
Yeah.
both retro items. I mean, obviously I can't jump to conclusions, but I'm gonna assume that if
Even if he's not an assist, I'm sure he'll be a trophy or something. 'Cause
I'm just gonna
I mean-
assume if there's anything Namco related in this game, it's probably gonna be like retro NES, like themed. I don't think we're gonna
Yeah.
see like Hihachi from Tekken just show up out of
What
nowhere.
about Noah?
Klonoa.
Yeah, I don't. I think it's just gonna be like 8-bit stuff like this, and Pac-Man, who is also a retro character. You know,
Yeah.
he's a
If
he's a
Pac-Man's
legacy
playable,
character.
He's going to be updated to look like,
Well,
His new
he's got current designs. He's on TV.
Yeah. No, I know.
But yeah, I'm just saying I would be totally down to play as Pac-Man
Yeah,
personally.
I think Pac-Man's got a really good shot to be a third party in this game, especially now. And nobody seems to be talking about that. So I wanted to point it out because I think that's
Alright.
nutty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely we were looking at the press screenshots and we saw the Galaga aliens and none of us like recognized it. I mean, we did.
You didn't recognize it?
I recognized it, but I was like, "What is that from?" Because it didn't even cross my mind that it might not be from a Nintendo
Yeah,
game.
we're all just
Oh.
we're all just sitting there like, what Nintendo
I'm-
games are these from? Because we didn't
I'm-
even think that it could be from
I know.
a non-Nintendo game.
Like I knew I had seen it somewhere before, but I'm like, "What is that thing?" And I'm like, "Oh my shit, it's from Galaga." Somebody on
Yeah.
Twitter, was it?
It's Kamikaze Yukiki.
Yeah, an old friend of ours that we recently reconnected with on Twitter was like, "Dude, that's from fucking Galaga," and we were like, "Oh
That's funny.
shit!"
Yeah, because Matt, you texted it to me. You were like, yeah, there's a bunch of new item pictures online, and I wasn't around at the time, but when I saw them, I knew it was the Galaga aliens because my dad and I used to play Galaga at the arcades. So I was like, oh, I recognize that, but
Yeah.
by then you guys already knew what it was. So.
Yeah, just
No, I mean, I
Blows
knew
my
it.
mind.
I knew I had seen it. I knew it from somewhere. But I just, like I said, it didn't. I hadn't even considered that it might not be from some NES Nintendo.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's my whole thing. It's like because there's never been like items not from Nintendo games in it, and there's also never been another company, developing the
Right.
game.
Yeah.
So it didn't even cross my mind. I thought it was. At first I thought like the special flag was from like Excite Bike, but then I thought about it and I'm like, no, there's no fucking special flag in that game. So I had to go to Twitter and like the second I was told that it was from an Namco game, lost my mind. Just lost it.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, it's,
Do you think that the special flag is like a Namco assist trophy?
I think it.
I-
I think
it
it
could be.
is. I think that's
Yeah.
kind of what the Galaga ships are from. I think you pick up the special flag and like some random, like
Namco
retro Namco thing shows up,
Yeah.
like from Galaga.
That
or...
would be neat.
that would definitely be cool. See
Yeah.
some Mappy or Tower of Jiraga.
Will something come from Star Fox Assault?
Dead Peppy.
Aw.
Yes. He crashes into the stage.
He survives.
Oh boy.
and then he's
Spoiler.
back.
It's just Pigma.
Giant Nightmare Pigma. Oh my god. That's one of the scariest things I've ever seen in a game. Anyway.
So yeah, the Namco thing that was nuts. But then they moved on to assist trophies. They shot off a lot of really cool ones and a lot of returning ones.
Yeah, and a plush Waluigi.
Yeah.
And
Some of the new ones that they showed, like Midna and
Dark Samus,
Dark Samus, I think are
Yep.
really, really cool. I'm very
Yeah.
excited about those.
Lekman.
Oh, Lekman looks so cool. Yeah.
Man looks awesome.
Yeah. And they showed a lot of ones that we've seen in daily pics, but we haven't seen them in motion yet, like Isabel.
Mother
who, like,
Brain.
throws fruit at you. Yeah, Mother Brain,
Yeah,
Skull
Skull
Kid,
There are a lot of Metroid trophies, assist trophies.
Only two.
and
Oh,
Metroid.
three. There's three.
Yeah.
That's Metroid itself.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm wrong.
Wow.
Always.
They shut off Pong.
Pong,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. TV Fun 6 or whatever.
TV
it is.
game. It's 15.
Old school 15, an old school Nintendo Pong console, which
That's
I think
so-
is, I think it's really cool that they're showing love to their roots like that. I would love to
Yeah.
see like the Ultra Hand or the Ultra Machine as an item.
Yep.
They,
Uh,
What if they have Sheriff as an assist trophy?
it'd be awesome.
Yeah, I've been clamoring for Sheriff since Brawl
Oh,
came
I
out.
know.
They
I know.
they also of the Brawl assist trophies, they did show off two that we talked about in like our character discussions. That would be Saki from Sin and Punishment,
Sin and Punishment.
and Lyn from Fire Emblem, which none of us really thought would be playable, but we did discuss Lyn, so it's worth pointing out
Yeah.
that they're both
Yeah.
back as
Yep.
assist trophies, meaning they are not playable.
Right.
Who
Well,
did they
maybe
not show?
Alfonso takes
No.
place.
I guess it was time for another Alfonso. Here.
Leave it to no.
Well, you know what Miyamoto always says: if you are an assist trophy,
You're not trying hard enough.
like Waluigi.
But
Oh boy.
yeah, who didn't show up as an assist, as a returning assist from what we saw though?
Good question.
There was
Custom
Isaac,
Robo didn't.
Custom Robo Ray, yeah.
Ray and Isaac were both
Isaac.
conspicuously
All
absent.
of the characters that we think have a good chance.
Now,
No,
let's,
there were some other ones.
let's be clear. That they didn't show Isaac or Ray means absolutely
Yeah,
nothing.
they also
car-
didn't show Cat Nana or 8-Bit
Barbara.
Lakitu or
or
Barbara.
Hammer Bro.
Or Excite Bike, or
Or
Advance
Dodgeballs.
Wars.
Right.
Or
So
Or
it
Hellerin.
means
Jill Dozer.
it means absolutely nothing.
Did you
But
say
I'm
Dildozer?
Jill Dozer.
Jill. Her name is Jill.
Jill,
Oh.
whatever.
Jill.
The name of the game is Drill Dozer. Son of a bitch. I don't know. Go on.
Anyway,
Go on.
I'm still holding on to that Isaac playable
Still
son.
dozer. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But then, moving after assist trophies,
That's-
naturally was Pokemans. There were
Well,
Pokemon.
I was gonna say, we should talk about assist trophies. Like, what would we like to see? Because Jeff didn't show up either, and do we think that he's gonna be back?
I think
Do
so.
we
Yeah, I
think
imagine
they're gonna
so.
have? You think they're gonna add some more characters from every series? Because, like I said, Metroid's got 3 now, and I think in
Zelda has 2.
yeah, in
Mario
has
Brawl,
everything.
Chain Chomp.
yeah,
Yeah.
they removed a lot of characters that are now in the 3DS. What like the adventure mode thing? What's it called?
Smash Run.
Smash Run.
Smash
I
Run.
just cannot remember what the hell it's called. Like Hammer Brothers was an assist
Yeah.
in Brawl, and it's now an enemy. And
That
Same
doesn't,
thing
mean
with-
he was removed. We just haven't seen
Yeah,
him
well,
yet.
there's an
Yeah,
enemy
he-
in
Subspace. Yeah, exactly.
that's why I think King Dedede's attack was changed too, was because those enemies now show up in that other mode. So
Could be.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think
Makes sense.
I think a lot of the assist trophies from Brawl that we haven't seen yet, I think they're probably
We'll be back.
still gonna be assist
Yeah.
trophies.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm sure Tingle will be an assist trophy. I'm sure Shadow
hope
will
not.
come back as an assist trophy.
I want Tingle to be playable.
I'm sure Mr. Rossetti will be an assist trophy.
Yeah.
I'm sure Jeff,
Um,
the Excite Bikes, I'm sure. So there's a lot that they didn't show that I'm sure will be back. They just didn't want to waste all our time with a bunch of old stuff. Like
Stuff
Yeah,
that's why most
there anything-
most of the returning items were shown in screenshots rather than
Yeah.
in the direct itself. So
No Donkey Kong assists. I'm just saying.
Well, who would you want from Donkey Kong?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is I think one of the reasons no
King
Donkey
K.
Kong assists. I think one of the reasons there's no Donkey Kong assist shown is because there's so much speculation on a Donkey Kong character right now that to show any of the trophies would kind of narrow that speculation a little too much. So I think he kind of
I
wants to
see.
keep the game going,
well, what if it was like
the
Rambi?
guessing game. Well, yeah, they could do that.
Yeah, or Squitter. That'd
Yeah.
be
Or
cool.
Clubba.
I think Rambi has the best chance. But okay.
like you can like jump on him and
Yeah,
run into people.
he'd be like
Cool.
Go-Go.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
Yeah.
Sure.
Speaking of which, Go-Go.
Yeah, Pokemon.
Look at that segue.
Pokemon.
Yeah, they showed off that there is a new Pokemon
The Master
item,
Ball.
which is the Master
Yeah.
Ball, which will only release legendary Pokemon.
How do you feel about that?
Or rare Pokemon as well.
I
I
think
think-
that's cool.
I think that's cool too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a you fucking if
I-
you get a Pokemon, it's like yeah, I'll grab it. But if you get Master Ball, it's like oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
like
that's
the
like
idea
this.
of everybody just fighting over the Pokeballs and it's a crapshoot rather than you see a Master Ball and you know it's going to be good.
It's
Well,
still a crapshoot.
Well, I wanted
Hol-
to point out
Yeah.
that
Hold on to your hat there, David.
yeah,
All right.
in the technical bit,
Yeah.
um,
When Sakurai's talking about how some assists and Pokeballs will run at 30 FPS.
right,
Yeah.
the villager throws a regular Pokeball and Palkia comes out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Pokeballs probably will stay unchanged. It's just
Well,
Master
maybe it's just a
Balls
better
will
chance.
have only
Okay. Well, that's cool.
That's what
That's-
that's what my assumption is. Now
That's
it
a
could,
really good observation.
it could also be that the game's not
early
finished
beta
yet.
footage. and-
Yeah. It could be that, but what I'm expecting based on what we know and what we've seen is that Pokeballs will still be a crapshoot, but Master Balls will always be something good, which
That's kind of neat.
I think is cool personally.
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Now, do you
Cool.
think Pokeballs and Master Balls will be separate items?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I do.
I
Like,
think so.
because
Too.
you
Just
could
like Hammer
really-
and Golden Hammer.
like,
are
you're at- yeah.
separate.
Yeah.
You're
Could
asking,
really,
will you be able to
in-
turn one of them or the other off?
yeah,
Yeah.
and like increase
'Cause I
your
would-
odds of
I would
only
totally
getting
turn off
Mew to
Master
drop,
Balls just to
drop
keep-
CDs.
Yeah.
Assuming CDs are back.
Wow, there was
Yeah.
Back,
there was
they showed customizable music.
Yeah.
so
Is that on this list actually?
no, it's not. But thanks for bringing it up.
Alright.
You can
Yeah,
customize music
my
again.
my music returns, but only in the Wii U version, which I think is.
Yeah.
He said
Cool.
that there'll be 2 songs for each stage on
Oh, all right.
the 3DS version, which I also think is fair.
Yeah, but you could probably alter it between them.
Yeah.
And I think
I
I
think
think
that's fair.
we heard some of the music in the direct.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a couple new mixes, like of the Yoshi's Island theme, and of
Mhm.
the one that I thought was really kick-ass was the new mix of
Barkman.
yeah, the Sparkman
Oh, I
was
love
really
Sparkman's
good.
theme.
That was really good, but the one I'm trying to think of is the Gerudo Village theme that played when they revealed Sheik.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
They
Oh, yeah,
played
yeah,
they
yeah.
played two from Animal Crossing. They played like the mini games.
Go KK.
No, they played
Yeah.
like the mini game song when you're on Tortimer Island, and then they also played Captain.
Like a remix of Captain.
Yeah, Captain's like
Yeah.
sea shanties.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was really awesome.
That one's funny. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that one.
That's great. Yeah. How about the fact that Palkia is now a Pokeball and does the same damn thing as Skull Kid?
Yeah, well, I mean,
that shit.
Latios and Latias.
Latios, Cat and Nana did the same
No,
thing.
I know.
Yeah.
So,
It's just kind of funny.
Yeah. That means I can be annoyed twice as much.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Especially if you get a Master Ball, then it's maybe more than twice as much.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, returning fighters.
well, we were just talking about Yoshi and Sheik, so I guess,
Yep.
Wait, Sheik's back?
yeah.
What?
So let's back up a little bit. Sakurai trolled us all like the master that he is. And
Several times in this
yeah,
direct.
not just this time, but this was the big one where he was like, "Unfortunately, Zero Suit Samus won't be back." Nah, I'm just fucking with you. She's totally
Word for word, that's what he said.
yeah.
Yeah. Went through a translator.
Found out.
No translator either. Yeah, I just said it in English. But there's a big fuss being made on the internet about her jet heels, and I gotta say I don't see what the fuss is about.
Are they saying
They were
it's a
just
bad thing?
heels, maybe.
They're complaining that like I
Sexist.
don't know, it's sexist or whatever.
What? It's
Yeah.
fucking. It's like the most tiny justification for this so-called empowered female character to have heels instead of just being. Yeah, remember when she was fucking like Space Warrior? Nah, now she's just some fucking blonde slut in a skin-tight bodysuit who wears high heels to fucking combat.
You know what?
Fuck other M.
Just like in her first game.
If
Okay,
the only
see-
option was to wear high heels with rockets on them, I would be the first one sporting a pair
Hell
of high
yeah.
heels. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. In other M, the high heels were stupid and objectifying and sexist, but here they're functional. Like
Yeah.
they're. I just don't.
Shoes. They just happen to look like high heels.
I feel like everybody was too busy complaining about everything else in other M to notice that she had these stupid pumps, and now that like she's in a good game, I actually like other M.
Presumably.
I don't understand why everybody's complaining about them now when I think they're so much better than the heels that she had in other
Yeah.
M. They're
Her design overall is much better.
yeah, I think it's I think she looks really cool. I think that her colors pop a lot more with like the darker blue parts of the suit
Mhm.
and the glowing yellow I think just looks really cool. I think she looks great. I said you heard me say that verbatim in our reaction video. I don't see what the
she's-
fuss is about personally.
I'm getting like a Bayonetta vibe from her.
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Because she was the Zero Suit was originally supposed to make her like totally vulnerable.
Yeah.
But now she looks like she's more than capable.
Yeah.
Well, I mean in
Nice
Brawl,
demo.
I actually preferred playing as Zero Suit Samus because I've never been very good with regular Samus. I've gotten better with her over the years, but I just find Zero Suit Samus a little easier to play.
Right.
As. So, but yeah, I'm excited about that. But he revealed alongside Zero Suit Samus that characters transformations that's not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
So both Zero Suit Samus and Sheik are just their own. They have their own slot on the roster now. They don't transform.
Yep.
But they're both back, and Sheik's got some new moves. And we were
Yeah.
wrong. We were wrong about Zelda's Phantom.
Oh God,
Yeah,
the
we were.
Phantom. Ah,
We were going to be wrong about a lot of things. So
yeah, but I can't believe that was one of them.
Right.
We
I
were-
know.
We were
'cause it's
so
like-
certain. We were so certain.
I
It's
think
such an obvious kind of thing where it's like, no, that makes no sense. Why would that ever happen? And then lo and behold,
yeah. I mean,
and I remember.
I think
Go ahead.
I think all the reasons that we gave for why we thought that wasn't going to be the case are still valid. It's like why
Yeah.
the Phantom is from the Toon, universe.
Right.
Mhm.
Why did they separate Link and Toon Link and conflate Zelda and Toon Zelda? It's just it's an odd choice, but it's what we got, and I think it's whatever. I think it's
It could
cool.
be fun.
I think it's
Yeah.
cool that she's got more than just magic. She can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing they're broadening Zelda's scope a little bit with that move, and I think that's cool.
Yeah, it's not just like Twilight Princess Zelda.
Yeah,
Right.
A little bit extra
If-
from another game.
if you look back in our reaction video when they did the trophies, I was like, hey, they didn't show the Phantom. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
You bastard, you
Well,
ruined it.
Like immediately before they revealed the Phantom change, I was like, guys, wait a minute, characters don't transform anymore. You know what that means? And then like
Yeah.
the next words out of Sakurai's mouth are like, here's the Phantom. That's a thing. So
And we're just like, no.
Yeah.
I think it's cool that the villager can just steal it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
He pockets it.
I think that there's going to be some even funnier stuff that he can pocket that we haven't even
Yeah.
seen yet. Because
Reminds me of Mr. Game & Watch with his oil.
yeah, all the stuff that we have seen is hilarious. Just picking up, just and because he revealed that's the villager's neutral B. That means Kirby will be able to do it too. So
Yep.
that's fun.
You know, it's going to be fun seeing Ness do a PK Flash and or PK Freeze or whatever he has now, and Game & Watch picks it up in the bucket 3 times, and then he throws the bucket, and then the Animal Crossing guy catches it.
Just throws it right back at him.
Mario reflects it with a K.
Yeah,
And then they all blow up.
instant KO.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes to your thighs, and then you blow
That's
up.
cool. So yeah, there's no transformations anymore, which means that we could finally put to rest that what I already knew,
Oh my god, I haven't thought
that
about this.
Dixie
but I'm
Kong
so
will
happy.
not be a part of Diddy Kong. You fucking moron.
Finally.
I literally forgot about that whole entire thing.
It's so funny.
People are so dumb.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
well, remember,
Ugh.
it was supposed to be his side B, not his down B, so it could still be possible. Not anymore, you dipshit.
Yeah, no shit.
Let's just put
Man.
that to bed right now.
No transformations.
Right next to Squirtle and Ivysaur.
Oh.
I will remember
I
you.
wanted to talk about Yoshi.
Yeah. That's
Oh, okay, let's do Yoshi.
Yoshi can't transform.
Well, but he's back finally,
He's
He
finally
could,
back.
he could throw eggs.
and he's cute.
He's finally back.
Yeah.
Perform for you.
His new stance is really cool. He's all bouncy and energized.
Yeah.
And standing straight up like he should be.
Looks like Yoshi. He was standing relatively upright in Brawl, so they made a bigger
Yeah.
deal out of it than I feel they needed to. But he looks better.
Yoshi's evolving. He's learning to stand on 2 feet.
He's gonna be a monkey.
He's
now.
actually evolving.
No, I think Yoshi looks great.
Yeah.
I've never been too big a fan of playing it. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I actually really have a lot of fun playing as Yoshi, but I don't think he's that good. I don't think
He's not.
I don't think he's ever been like that good to play as competitively. But whatever. He needs to be in the game. The original 12 are
Yep.
all there, and it's great to see him again finally. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's
Do you think?
it's been a long time coming. So
Yeah. Do you think they really didn't show him just because they were working on his stance, or?
I mean, that's
is
what
it
they
just-
that's what they said, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like when Brawl came out, they took a long time revealing Yoshi as well.
No, maybe.
They just not high on their priority list or whatever.
Right.
Well, it's
Yeah.
Yoshi, yes.
Yeah.
he's not good. He's not good. Yeah,
I mean, he's going to be in it. So.
yeah,
You think-
everybody knew, but it was good to finally get that out of the way so that he's not just taking up a reveal later.
Yeah. I hope they change his final smash. Actually.
What was wrong? What did you not like about his final smash?
I don't know. It's just kind of combining a lot of his abilities. And,
Which I think
don't know.
was the point, and I thought it was kind of cool. Like,
All right.
I mean, I kind of expected it to be like a Yoshi Stampede or something, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it's kind of vanilla. It's just like, good fucking Yoshi gets wings. It's not like Wario Man where he's totally different, or
Right.
Supersonic where he
Supersonic.
fucking he's supersonic. It's just
Wrecks
Yoshi gets
everything.
wings and he can shoot fireballs.
Well,
I mean,
that's what he
it's-
did in.
It's not as
Super Mario
bombastic
World.
as any other characters.
No,
he didn't do
it's-
them together.
It's certainly not. But I what I liked about it was that they were showing love to like his first appearance as Yoshi ever.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it for just that, but it was
They
kind of boring. I agree.
They should give him skis for his final smash.
Transform
That-
into a helicopter.
I don't. Maybe they'll do something.
Oh,
Maybe
that
they'll,
would be so cool.
maybe they'll do something with the giant eggs from Yoshi's New Island.
Yeah,
That'd be neat.
since
Although
If he
now I
could
really
just
want to
throw
see him
them
as a
for a couple
helicopter.
Yeah.
since we're talking about final smashes, a few characters got some new ones. Older characters. First was Kirby, got a new final smash in the
Yeah.
way of the giant sword ability
I don't think it's actually called Giant Sword.
Ultra Sword.
But
Ultra Sword.
from Return to Dreamland, which is cool because it looks way more effective than Cook was.
I
Yeah, but I liked
Yeah,
Cook a
I-
lot.
I liked Cook. I don't think it was like useful, but I thought it was a cool. It was a fitting Final Smash for Kirby because
Yeah, and it was different.
in his own games, it's one of the like kill everything on screen abilities, you know.
Yeah.
So I liked it for that sense, but it wasn't that good. So I'm kind of torn about it, but I'm not too sad to see it go.
Yeah, and then
I'm a little sad.
we got Pit's new Final Smash, the 3 Sacred Treasures from
Finally.
Kid Icarus Uprising, which is good because his Final Smash sucked butt in Brawl.
Now it looks super good.
Yeah.
Like it's really powerful.
Yeah. He
And it
kicks-
doesn't involve Palutena now.
Yeah,
right.
that's another.
What?
That's opening the doors for Palutena.
Yep. Just another little beam of light coming through that door.
Yeah,
Oh.
but
I think it's just a more fitting. I mean, in Brawl, it's like they couldn't think of anything better. You know,
They
didn't-
didn't
Because they
have
didn't have anything.
they only had like 1.5 games to work off of.
Right.
I say half because didn't
Japan never
did
got
they-
of Myths and Monsters.
Yeah.
No.
That's
Yeah.
what I meant. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, I think this is a much better Final Smash for Pit. It's cooler. It's more tied closely to his games.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
He also has new moves based on Kid Icarus Uprising, which we already knew, but they did show off a little bit of that. They showed off
Yeah.
new moves for other characters as well. Kirby can charge his hammer now.
Yeah,
Uh,
which I think is cool because he could do that in Superstar. That's like
Yep.
one of those hammer moves. So
One of the strongest attacks in the game. too.
yeah, it is. It might be the strongest in Kirby Superstar.
uh,
I think you're right.
Probably not
Um,
Smash Brothers,
King
but you know.
King DDD now only throws Gordos. He does not throw
Yeah, and he
Waddle
actually
Dee
like lobs them at you with his hammer instead of just chucking them.
Yeah.
So.
yeah.
because
That's fun.
Waddle Dee will be playable. That's not true. He's not.
No.
That's what people are saying.
That's not true.
Bandana Waddle Dee.
Bandana D.
What's gonna be
Fucking
the
spear.
I think that'd be cool.
Because he was
I think that'd be
put over that
cool, but
adventure.
he's not gonna be.
It would be cool,
not gonna
but
be
yeah,
playable.
it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's not.
But that's fuel for that flame.
Yeah.
Olimar I think got the most changes, and
Oh yeah, and I think all for the better personally. But let's.
I
not-
do too. I agree.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't add the rock Pikmin to his.
you don't know that they didn't.
Well, consider that his spaceship is an item now, so maybe his final
Right.
smash will be the rock Pikmin.
Yeah.
Or
could be.
maybe it's used in smash attacks or something where it just kind of pops out and smacks things in the face.
Yeah, it's not the flying Pikmin are not part of his like lineup, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Right.
not like out of
Well,
the
no,
realm
I-
of possibility for the rock Pikmin to
I
show
was
up in
just-
some way.
Yeah, I was just surprised he wasn't part of the lineup. Just what I was saying.
One thing
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, we didn't. It wasn't in the video, but Luigi also has a new Final Smash, and so it kind of opens the doors to I think a lot more creative Final Smashes.
I'm very happy to see that final smashes aren't sacred. Yeah, I
Yeah.
really want.
What about Pits?
I really want every character.
Lol pun.
I get it. I thought you were just an idiot because we already talked
Because
about
we just
it.
talked about it. So did I. I was like,
But you're actually way more clever than I give you credit
Yep.
for.
I'm right there with
Thanks.
you, Riku.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm glad they're not.
Look
sacred
who's
either.
the idiot now.
I know. Yeah,
'Cause some of them
Oh,
just
you're
kind
the
of-
idiot.
I'm the idiot.
Some were just kind of lazy.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I love Giga Bowser, I'd rather have something from the games.
Yeah, like the clown car or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want
or,
Bowser's
the
final
Koopalings.
smash to be a landmaster.
That's the lazy.
If
bit.
we're
We
gonna
won't talk
if we're gonna talk about lazy final smashes, we have to bring up the landmaster.
yeah,
Right.
I mean that's
Um,
just absurd.
What else?
It's great for Fox, but Falco or Wolf shouldn't have had.
No.
Especially
think
because
it's
Falco
silly.
says he prefers the air.
I know they literally had to like shoehorn that line in to be like, canonically Falco would never get in a Landmaster, so
Yeah.
we gotta acknowledge this somehow. We gotta fudge the rules a little bit here. Just dumb.
I
Ridiculous.
think Zero Suit Samus's final smash should be her riding on Ridley.
Like a freaking
We-
unicorn or something.
It will be
Just-
interesting because she will have to have a different one. But what do you think?
Oh,
it'll be? Probably her gunship.
Yeah,
maybe.
probably her ship.
She calls up Adam to kill the enemies for her.
I think Sheik will get a new one.
Well,
Yeah, I bet she will too.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was
was
hers
something like
before?
that?
She just sort of like glowed a bit
Same
and
as
became
Zelda's.
Yeah, Xerxes Samus. That's what it
Yeah.
was. But she.
Hers suck.
Oh, so she had the exact same one as
Zelda.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
I
was some
think
bullshit where like they would send you flying in a different direction, but it was the same goddamn thing.
it was the same.
Yeah.
It's like Ness and Lucas's PK Starstorm. It was really the same thing.
Yeah.
Same
Same.
with Link and Toon Link.
Yeah, I think one of them will get a new Smash, if not both.
I hope
Both of them.
I really hope every character has a unique final smash. I think
I do
for
too.
something that big and explosive, every character should have a unique one. But
Because
Yeah.
nobody really had one that was straight from the game except for Supersonic and Pikachu. And I mean, that's really it. Everything else was kind of, drawn from other sources or just like, well, this would make them stronger.
Cook
so-
Kirby.
Yeah, well,
PK
that's why I liked
Starstorm.
Cook Kirby's. And yeah. Well, I'm saying very few actually had things that drew from the games they were from. And so, you
Yeah.
get stuff like Mario Finale. And
That's
crap
fair to
like
say.
that. Yeah. So I'm glad that they're going to be a little more canonical.
I think the Poltergust going back to Luigi is a great choice. That's awesome.
I think so
Yeah,
too.
I kind of hope
Mario-
Mario has a new one too, and I definitely
Yeah.
hope fucking Donkey Kong has a new one. I hate his final smash.
Oh, like Donkey Kong, man.
I
That's
hate
Donkey
his
Kong
final
through and through.
smash. It's-
Or Peach.
okay, he can keep the Donkey Kong one if it's good. How about
He
that?
has a sense of rhythm.
Wow, that's
Nope.
not-
Well, we're all white, so
Don's not.
No, no.
well, all right, that's fair.
Josh's afro.
Don, how do
is
you do it?
It's just too situational. Like on a small stage like Shadow Moses, like it's really good. But if you're on Newport City, then you might as well just not use the final smash at all if you're Donkey.
Yeah, right.
Just carry it with you.
But
So
Or
nobody else has it.
Jigglypuff gets a better one.
we didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't. Yeah, I do too. I was gonna say we didn't really talk about Olimar. We kind of went back to final smashes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Olimar, he can no longer pluck 5 Pikmin. He can now only have 3, assuming for 3DS limitations. I mean, it's safe to assume a lot of things
that-
made for this
Or
game.
That
maybe
makes
just to
sense.
balance him,
Yeah.
because they made it so it comes out in order, but they were like,
Yeah.
well, let's also make it so that it's only 3 at a time since you know the order.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I
it's kind of a good trade-off.
because
think-
of the limitations, they had to make compensations.
Yeah.
That's a good way of putting it. And
I think that having better control of your Pikmin and the order that they're in is a good thing, even if they're fewer in number.
Yeah, because let's be real, shuffling through Pikmin to get to the one you want was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, especially
So if you
in a
have-
4-player fight where people are
Yeah.
in your ass while you're trying to whistle.
So if you're down to 3, that's a little more manageable.
yeah,
and if they're in a predetermined order, you don't have to stand on
Right.
specific terrain
Yep.
and get lucky.
And think
It's-
about what you've got with you and what order they're in, and
Yeah.
if it's constantly changing order.
I
So I think it's better.
I mean, I'm not like a tournament Olimar player, but I think that's an improvement personally.
Yeah.
I think so too.
and
Especially when you get the new recovery.
Yeah.
yeah. If you watched our reaction video, you saw me complain and then immediately eat my fucking foot because I complained about something they literally addressed 2 seconds after I complained about it. So they changed his recovery move because of the fact that they now there's only
Yeah.
3 Pikmin. Like his recovery move from Ball was that he would throw all the Pikmin as a chain and use it as like a tether. If there were only 3, it would suck. So they made it the flying Pikmin from
Yeah.
Pikmin 3,
yeah.
which is a good way to incorporate that series, and it
Yeah,
it looks really good.
I think that's brilliant. And they've said too that like if you're carrying 3 Pikmin, you won't have as much air. I
You
think
gotta dump 'em.
yeah, I think that's
Fuck you, Pikmin.
brilliant. I really do think that's a brilliant move there because it's kind of like a risk reward thing, you know. It's like, well, you want to be strong and have 3 Pikmin, but if you're about to fucking die, then you got to dump them so that you can make it all the way back. I think
Gotta throw them all
I
and then
think
use your
that's-
B up.
yeah, I think that's really a brilliant improvement personally. But like I said, I'm not like Olimar guru.
Man, I think that's actually what people are gonna do. that actually sounds like a legit strategy. Throw your Pikmin before you use your up B.
They
that
show
makes
him
sense.
doing that in the direct.
Yeah.
They show him doing that.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that's the intent going in. That like, you know, you fly a lot farther and faster if you're not weighed down by Pikmin. So get rid of them if you're about to die.
Get rid
I
of
wonder
the-
if the purple Pikmin is like a death sentence.
Yeah, because it's all fat. Yeah.
I mean, I would hope that the weight of the Pikmin doesn't really have anything to do with it. I assume just if you have
Well,
3.
Purple Pikmin's entire point is that it's fucking big and heavy.
Yeah, but I mean that's for like smash attacks. Like, do you really think that's gonna affect his recovery?
We don't know.
I mean, obviously we
Yeah,
don't know,
absolutely.
but
It'll be interesting to find out.
Yeah. But I think it's the sort of attention to detail that they would go for.
yeah,
Mhm.
maybe.
Even if it's just a little bit,
Yeah,
you're way down a little bit more.
yeah. Well,
Since we're on the subject of sort of actually, Olimar's up B, like it used to be a tether recovery.
Mhm.
And same with Zero Suit Samus. Like Zero Suit Samus's up B used to be a tether recovery. Do you think they're just getting rid of that mechanic entirely?
I think they are.
No, tether recovery
still
will
Link.
still be a thing because Link and Samus and Sheik could still do it. Well, actually,
Well,
no.
Sheik can't.
Sheik
Sheik
doesn't
doesn't-
have the chain
her
anymore.
chain is gone. I think
That's right.
I think they're gone.
That's right.
I do think they're gone. I agree
Yeah.
with David.
Really?
I think that you'll
I
still
don't think
be.
you'll be able to do it with the hook shot.
I think that the hook shot will still be in it, but I don't think you'll be able to tether with it.
Why
I
not?
agree.
You could do it in Melee, and that didn't even have tether recovery as a thing. It was just
Right.
Link and Samus that had it in Melee.
At the very least, or at the very most, I think that they'll keep it on Samus and Link because they were the first two to have it, and because it makes the most sense on them.
Mm-hmm.
Because
What
you
about
know
Toon
they've
Link?
had. Well, Toon Link and Link are pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what he
So-
meant.
But you know, with Ivysaur gone and Samus has changed and Sheik has changed. Did Sheik even have tether?
Yeah, the chain.
Yeah, she did.
But-
Did it work? Okay, in Brawl, I haven't played Brawl
And
as much as Melee, so
Lucas
It
had
did work, but
Lucas had it
yeah,
as well.
with the
that's
roll.
right. He had the snake. But yeah, I think it's going to be a thing of the past. I just think they're phasing it out.
I mean, that's fair to say.
I mean, they're
I-
phasing out a lot of stuff. They also mentioned that Pit no longer can glide. They're getting rid of
Yeah.
gliding. It's
Gliding is
safe to
gone,
assume.
which is
Oh yeah,
great.
it's not just Pit though. I'm pretty sure like he said that all characters,
Yeah,
the gliding mechanic is just gone entirely.
Yeah,
so
the
it's like
Because
text on the bottom said
it kind of
gliding.
broke the game. So
that's
So,
that's
that's-
already a nerf to Meta Knight before Meta Knight was even revealed.
Yep.
yeah,
So
And Pokemon
But that's
Trainer.
yeah, that's fine.
Charizard.
Pokemon Trainer got nerfed hard.
yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Before we get to Pokemon Trainer being nerfed, let's talk about some of the new characters because they showed off all 5 of them. They showed off their final smashes, each character's final smash. So let's talk about those.
The ones, yeah. Rosie's final smash. You want to start there?
Yeah, let's start with
We already
Rosalina's.
talked about that earlier, so yeah, might as well start with that one.
Okay.
Rosalina's final
Power Star.
yeah, Rosalina's final smash is she like lifts a giant star from Paper Mario, from Super Mario Galaxy up in the sky, and it starts shooting all kinds of star bits everywhere. And at first it looks like it is boring. It's just straight boring.
It's not very creative, even as we're praising them for all
It's
the
just-
other creative final smashes.
it's just the Meowth Pokeball from the first Smash Brothers game.
And
Yep,
the
That's
third
all it
and this
is.
one.
But what's cool about it is that she and the Luma can move around while it's active, so you
Yeah,
can
I mean-
still beat people up while they're getting pummeled by stars from all directions.
which not very many final smashes in the last game you could do. I think Pit you could do it with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When his was going on, you could beat the shit out of
Peach.
people.
Ice climbers.
Ice Climbers, Peach, Luigi. But I
Yeah.
don't think anybody else you could. Everybody else was just like, it was like an animation and then that's it.
Yeah,
That's final
and
smash.
then attack over.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Rob's was a little different because you had to like chase
Well, it's
him.
just
Well, yeah.
Wario's the same idea and Bowser's,
Right, just powered up version.
right? But
But anyway, yeah.
it's pretty unique. So it looks a lot better than I originally gave it credit for, but it is boring. It's definitely the most boring
Yeah.
of any of the final smashes they
Yeah,
showed off.
my issue with it isn't like how useful I think it'll be. I just think it's not that original idea for her. But whatever.
They showed off the Villagers final smash.
Which is
Oh
awesome.
my god, that's
love
the
it.
best fucking thing.
Yeah. Village
Dream
Final
Home
Smash is awesome.
or Dream House, whatever.
I think it's Dream Home.
Yeah, I was right the first time. That's usually the case.
Tom Nook, Timmy, and Tommy come out and they build a house around the enemy.
Yeah, it captures somebody
Yeah.
in the house, and then the
And it's
house
clearly-
explodes.
It's not up to code because the house explodes.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Yeah. And it plays
And
you
it's-
just paid off your debt theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's actually kind of an idea that was speculated by people as soon as the Villager was announced. Was everybody kind of thought that it would be something along those lines? So I thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah, it was.
Either a house would fall on the enemy. Or...
I saw something on Tumblr along the lines of like, why does the house explode? And then somebody else was like, well, what else is it supposed to do? Just trap the player in it forever? And they would be like, that would be so accurate to the game.
And real life.
Yeah.
The characters
That was
are
an
just
actual conversation.
the characters are
between
just
us.
given crippling debt the whole rest of the match.
Yeah.
That's what happens if you don't pay the debt.
The house blows up.
It just explodes.
Yeah.
Tom Nook don't fuck around.
And then
They built the.
Little Mac.
Little Mac, we already knew his final smash.
Giga Mac. Yeah.
Giga Mac. And we knew Wii Fit trainers, which they didn't actually show off. They did show off some moves for the Wii Fit trainer.
Yeah, but she had the least like focus. For Mega Man, they went through his entire moveset.
Yeah.
Well,
For
'cause-
the others, they at least showed off all their special moves. But
yeah, but
only
Mega Man, every attack he's got is based on something from one of the
Something.
games. So it's really worth breaking down with Mega Man. For Wii Fit, I mean,
No, I actually think it's more worth breaking it down for the Wii Fit trainer because we don't know fucking anything about her moveset because there's nothing
Yeah.
to base it on.
they only showed 2 of them.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Well, to be fair, we already know her up B is the hula hoop thing. So.
yep.
But we don't know. I don't think we know her side B yet.
Yeah, we don't.
Maybe it's Yoga Flame.
Yoga fire. Yeah.
But they showed that
Um,
like they have a deep breathing move where like they power up.
Right.
We don't completely know how it works just yet.
Yeah.
But it looks like there's a lot of like startup time on it.
Sunlight involved.
Well,
Yeah.
well, no,
Yeah.
but like it
But
takes.
it's like you can like fail it as well.
Yeah, because the circle like shrinks like it does. Yeah.
It's funny.
So it looks like you might have to have proper timing to
Yeah.
get the boost.
It's
Yeah.
like they show the male and female ones doing it, and the male one fails.
Speaking of which, costumes were officially confirmed
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 2 characters.
with the male Wii Fit trainer and also wireframe Little Mac, which
Yeah.
is a
Yeah.
really cool surprise.
I thought that was really awesome.
I
Nice.
was
Little,
surprised it wasn't just Super Nintendo, no way.
Yeah, I'd like to get into.
he'll probably have a blonde alt.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So
I want to
It
get
would
into
be
some
nice.
costumes we think will be in later on, but I don't want to derail it
Sure.
right now.
Oh, I could go on
And you-
hours about.
And you can.
But let's go back to Final Smashes and talk about the best one they showed off.
yeah,
Easily
Mega
the
Man,
best one they
my
showed off.
boy.
Mega Man's
The
Final
Mega
Smash.
Lucario?
Well, they did show off that too, but
Faster?
Oh yeah, we didn't even touch on that.
Lucario is also a little bit different
He's Mega.
in that he can.
He can fly.
They never
He's a
they
Mega.
never said that his Mega form was his Final Smash, but it's safe to assume that.
Mm-mm.
It is.
Same-
Come on.
And Charizard, same as Charizard.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but then
It's his final.
And Greninjas.
Yeah, either that or I don't know. Maybe that's their costumes.
Shut up, Mega Man.
yes, that's what I'm talking about, Mega Man.
That'll be an OPS costume for
It's
Mega.
not. It's not costume.
Yeah.
He said that Mega Lucario, always has max aura power. So
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
okay, then.
that ain't no costume.
Never
It's
mind.
Fucking Final Smash.
Yeah.
Calm your ass down.
Anyway, Mega Man's Final Smash is a
Mega Man.
goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
I
Riggs.
It's the Pokemon trainer. It's Pokemon trainer Final Smash.
It is.
It's Mega Man, Mega Man X, Mega Man Volnut, Mega Man Star Force, and Mega Man.exe just all show up and do this big ass beam tech, and
Ass beam.
it's just really cool.
It's super effective.
It's not what I was expecting. Like, I was thinking, maybe it would be like the super adapter or something. But I think this is way better than what I had in mind. I think it's such a cool tribute to the franchise as a whole,
Yeah.
and it just looks gorgeous. It's very colorful. It's cool to see all those characters lined up like that. Just amazing.
I think
Nintendo is doing way better with Mega Man than Capcom is.
Same thing with Sonic. They're doing better with Sonic than Sega is. So.
I think in the 3DS version, Mega Man Volnut should just not appear.
In the 3DS version, it should be Bad Box Up Mega Man crossover, and Fat Balding 40-year-old Mega Man from crossover.
And also Frank West Mega Man.
And Frank West Mega Man. And Mega Man from the
Captain
N.
N.
Captain N cartoon.
Yeah.
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 That'd be
That should be
wouldn't
his
it be
alt.
great if Captain M was like an alternate color scheme or something.
I'm sure.
If Captain N was playable.
I'm not sure, but it would be cool if there was a yellow and green Mega Man color scheme.
There's no way there's not a bad box art color scheme Mega Man. There's no way.
With his like little exclamation point thing on his head, to it to the side.
I don't know about that. It'll probably just be a color change, but
What's
um,
the question?
Could be. They are a thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I want to
Super
mention
adaptive.
with Mega Man's Final Smash, X, maybe even Volna Mega Man, but X especially,
In
like he
particular.
has his, he has the same sort of like Smash design
yeah,
that
he's
Smash Man has.
stylized to match Smash Mega Man. He's got the same like divots in like his ankles and
Yeah.
in his underwear. They all look fantastic. I think it's just such a cool tribute and A
A
plus.
lot of care went into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Underpants.
Yeah.
Underpants.
It was good. It's
Um,
good Final Smash.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add, Matt?
No. Wait. Oh, do you want me to talk about that video? Do you want me to talk
No.
about that video?
They're the one that's been singing it all day.
There's a 6-second video on the internet of Mega Man's Final Smash edited to a song from the 90s, and it is the best video on the internet right now. You should go find it. In fact,
What
I will
is
link to it.
Song?
I will give it to you right now, but I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. So.
I haven't seen
Okay.
it.
Well, I will.
Fine.
Link
There have been a lot of songs in the 90s.
Okay, I will link.
There are.
I will link it to you, but that's
Nearly 50 songs from the 90s. so-
Tens of songs.
Literally tens.
let's move on to customizable
It sounds good as well.
customizable moves.
Alright.
Customizable moves.
No, I was
Sure
gonna
do
say,
exist.
do you think they'll change Peach's Final Smash?
I hope so.
Because that was kind of
Awful.
stupid one. Yeah.
It was kind of lame, yeah. It's not from anything, but you know.
It's the equivalent to Wispy Woods shaking its branches.
Yep.
I approve that, yeah.
Shit, that'll be in the video now. Why did I click on this? Oh well.
You ruined it.
Where'd it go?
Anyway.
We're gonna get copyright flagged.
Alright.
Bam, bam, bam.
What's next on the agenda?
Customizable moves.
Oh yeah.
Tried to move on, but nobody would let me. So.
I know, right? I was trying to.
All right, we'll talk.
I'm really excited
Talk
about
about
it.
Yeah.
He said that they're going to reveal more about it later, and I'm really hoping that we do learn some more about that because I think that's the most intriguing thing that came out of the direct, personally.
Really?
The idea that you'll be able to,
Personalize.
it's only-
customize these characters. Well, it's only offline or
Yeah.
online with friends, so
Mhm.
I know, and it's not going to be in tournament play, but I think that's fascinating. Don and I, before this game was even like announced, really, Don and I were talking about. I think it would be really cool. I said this years ago. I thought it would be cool if they did it sort of like Dissidia does it on the PSP, where characters have different. You can equip different moves. I thought that would be an easy way to get around. Like Mario could have Flood, or he could have the Tornado.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know if the customization will stretch to that extent. We don't know. They haven't revealed enough about it, but what we've seen so far looks pretty interesting. You'll be able to give different properties to Mario's fireballs or Pit's arrows.
Follow the arrows.
Donkey Kong has like a head smash with like ridiculous super armor.
And it's also super slow.
Yeah.
Well, they
It's just
kind of
like,
go hand in hand.
Kirby.
Yeah.
Kirby breathes ice like if he had the ice.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I'm
It's-
definitely intrigued about that.
It's safe to assume it's just special moves. It'd
Yeah.
be a little bit too much if you can customize like smash attacks and stuff like that.
Yeah, and personally, I think that's completely fair because
Yeah.
special moves are the more iconic like part
Yeah.
of a character's arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their signature moves.
Yeah.
And I feel like it would be like a Pokemon kind of thing where like you can go into a battle and then like you won't know what your opponent's gonna have until they actually use it.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that would be really interesting. So
Except in tournament play.
I really want to learn more about that. So
Who's to say like people aren't gonna do it in tournament?
people
Well,
aren't
like,
going to do this
Just
game
take
in
a long
tournaments.
time to set up.
People are going to play melee in tournaments.
No try, Nintendo will shut them down.
The Project M version of Smash Brothers 4.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Project Fall.
Form.
Yeah. Because they didn't announce a proper name.
This is the name. Just accept it, Phil.
That is the proper name.
It sucks.
So how
It
about-
does. But it's the real name.
Anyway, So how about that new version that I can't remember the name of?
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
Smash
that,
Run.
Smash Run.
It's right
Yeah,
there.
that.
Smash.
I know. That was the joke.
Yeah.
So they announced
I think
they announced a new move for the new mode for the 3DS version only.
mode change.
Yes. It's called Smash
All-terrain mode.
Smash Run, and it looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it looks like it could be pretty fun. It's taking inspiration from City Trial and from Kirby's Air Ride, as Sakurai pointed out.
Mhm.
But yeah, like you run around, you get before they spawn you with the people you're playing against in like a big sort of Metroidvania maze, filled with a bunch of enemies from Nintendo properties. Thank you, finally, for that. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no shit.
There's still going to be some stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's whatever. We've seen a lot of proper enemies from actual.
Yeah, rundown real quick. We've seen like
Kremlings.
Hammer Brothers. We saw Kremlings, which is a big one. We haven't seen Kremlings in a while. We saw
Magic Koopa.
Magic Koopa. We saw Waddle Dee. We saw
Polar bear.
the polar bear from Ice Climbers. So there's our Ice Climbers confirmation, pretty much.
Mets from Mega
if they were
Man.
gonna-
Oh yeah,
Chandelure.
Yeah, guys.
Reapers.
Chandelure,
and
that's right.
Mimicuties from Kid Icarus.
yeah. Mimikyu, I'm so glad showed up.
Tack.
Yeah.
Treasure chests.
Tack.
Tack is great. I love Tack.
Stalfos.
Yeah, a lot of really cool things.
Shy Guy.
Mono Eye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's just a ton of enemies. Just a ton.
I'm sure there'll be even more that we haven't seen, so I'm pretty excited about that.
And there's some Primids and stuff too. But
Well, they didn't show any
Yeah.
primates, but there are. It's like the
There's Poppins
Poppins,
and
the
Rotos.
yeah, well,
Might.
yeah.
Lunks.
Yeah, but I don't mind that now that we actually have.
Now that we know what the hell they are, it's fine. And it seems like they're going to be peppered in there instead of just all those.
Yeah.
So that's kind of neat.
Hi Jess.
Hello.
Welcome.
didn't wanna
Tail end.
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything because David was talking. Hi.
It's cool.
We're talking
How's it
about Smash Run from
Okay.
Smash game. But yeah, I basically you run around and you kill these enemies, and you get power ups that you then use in a short,
Fight
free
afterwards.
for all. Yeah,
It's like a minute-long battle, yeah.
I think it looks like it could be pretty fun. And it's I think he said that you'd be able to play it online. So
Did he?
Yeah.
That's kind of neat.
Did he?
I think that's why I said I think.
Well, I don't.
Talked about it after talking about like the online modes, so like
Maybe it's inclusive.
maybe.
Mhm.
I'm hoping that it is, because that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because it looks cool.
Yeah.
Otherwise, no one's gonna play.
Yeah. Nobody's
It does look
gonna
fun.
play it if it's not online. Put all this work in.
Yeah.
Put all this
Right,
work
yeah.
into making Bulborb an enemy in it, and nobody's gonna even play it.
Do you think this takes place of adventure mode or?
On
I-
At
the,
least on
on the
3DS.
3DS version.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe in the 3DS version only. I mean, obviously it's a 3DS only
Yeah.
mode.
It's kind of a bummer because I wanted to play adventure mode, but that's all right. Whatever.
Well, adventure mode might be in the Wii. Well, you
Yeah.
don't have a Wii U.
I think there
Nope.
still might be some kind of single player mode involving that map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily taking the place of it. It
It's
might.
supplemental to it.
Yeah, that's. I mean, we don't know. That's what
I hope so.
But yeah, I think that looks cool.
Yeah, I think it looks like
I
a
look-
lot
I
of
think it
fun,
looks
and I'm
cool.
really glad they're using their properties well,
Yeah.
Finally.
because they really dropped the ball with Subspace Emissary.
Yeah,
Really
they
dropped
sure
the
did.
ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that mode. So
It had a lot of potential, and then it was just no.
Squandered.
You
Yeah.
think Taboo?
That's-
You think Taboo will come back?
no.
God, I hope not.
Right.
no, but I am curious to see if there are more enemies that they didn't show off, because
I'm sure there are.
Oh, I'm sure there
Yeah.
Master Face.
Have they shown any like bosses in Smash Run? Like maybe get like a big bonus from
Oh, that'd be
fighting a
cool.
boss?
No, that would be cool.
There are
Ridley
giant
to-
enemies
for-
though. Like there's a big
Oh,
Goomba.
speaking of bosses, this is something I should have said when we were talking about assist trophies, but I want to bring it up. Sakurai said in the direct that assist trophies will factor into All-Star mode somehow, and like
Well, that confirms
All-Star
All-Star
mode and All-Star mode. Well, yeah, I'm sure that was going to be back anyway. But like in Brawl, All-Star mode took forever because there were just a lot of characters, and there's going to
Yep.
be even more now. So that could be annoying. But what I'm thinking might be cool. Obviously, this is just speculation, but if I'm thinking if the assist trophies factor in somehow, what if the more complex ones like Saki or Knuckle Joe or Waluigi that have like rudimentary AI and several different attacks, what if you have to like fight those in some fashion in the All-Star mode? I think that would be pretty cool.
Like
personally.
Starfy?
Obviously, it won't work. Obviously, it's not going to work for all of them. Like, you won't be able to fight Isabelle or, Tingle.
Maybe you won't.
I would hope not.
Well, yeah. I mean, they don't have like attacks, so that's not going to work for all of them. But some of them, I think it could be done. Some of them get pretty complex, like Saki. I think that could be cool, but we'll see.
Or maybe it'll be like a gauntlet where you just have to survive so many assist trophies before time runs out, or something like that.
Yeah, it could be that too.
Or maybe
Like a boss rush, but with assist
except you
trophies.
can't do damage to them, so you can.
you just gotta avoid them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the
Don't
Noid.
play Pong with the Pong.
Yeah. Good luck, fuckers.
That'd be cool. Anyway,
Alright.
sorry to backtrack.
No, it's all right.
No, it's cool.
all right.
Sorry.
So we've only got one thing left to talk about, and
The big
it's
one.
really the biggest thing to talk about.
The biggie.
The big reveal at the end of it.
You already.
We already talked about Ridley.
Yeah.
Not that big.
Too big.
Not the literal big reveal.
And he wasn't revealed. See, he might still be in.
Too big for the
They didn't
trailers.
use. They didn't use his name. They didn't use his name.
Yeah. They didn't show off Kraid. I'm hoping for mini Kraid.
Mini Kraid
They
confirmed.
said the boss characters would be in. Ridley's pretty boss.
Yes.
SAX confirmed playable.
All right.
Anyway, do you want to do the honors, Matt?
No, I don't, because everybody's just gonna talk over me. At the end of the video, it looks like it's all going to end. They do a character rundown of all the characters that we already know. Sakurai says his goodbyes, credits roll, and then
all new.
Samuel L. Jackson comes out and he asks Yoshi to join the Avengers. But
I would watch that.
Why Yoshi?
he was revealed. I don't fucking know. But
Of all the characters.
when you ask Yoshi to join
He's
the
a fucking
Avengers,
dinosaur.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want a dinosaur in the Avengers?
Anyway, a video starts to play, and it's a bunch of Pokemon coming out of Pokeballs, and they reveal Charizard by himself,
What?
all alone.
And Matt's harp.
So first, let's talk about Charizard before we talk about.
Yeah.
So, Ricky, I want you to talk about Charizard real quick.
Well, I called it, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm happy about it. I feel foolish, to be quite honest with you, because for all this time and all of these discussions that we've had, I've said, like, beaten a dead horse. I've said over and over again, they're not going to get rid of Charizard. They're not going to do that. And, well, they didn't, so I was right. But I don't know why it never even crossed my mind that they might just keep Charizard and get rid of Squirtle and Ivysaur.
You were right, but at what cost?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And to be fair, we don't 100% know that Squirtle and Ivysaur are gone, but I think that it's pretty damning that they why would they reveal Charizard first, the one that everyone wants the most? Like,
Well, you pretty much said why.
yeah, but wouldn't they save that for last then to get people hyped? I mean,
No, because then it'd be like, oh, Squirtle's in. Well, then definitely Charizard's in.
Yeah.
I get.
so you think Sakurai's still up to his mind games and wants us to think that Squirtle and Ivysaur have been cut?
I think he
No,
wants
I think
to
they
think
are
that
just cut.
because they are cut.
Yeah.
I don't think they're coming back either. But I think during our reaction videos, like as soon as they started talking about how transformation characters weren't in, we immediately were like, "Oh shit, what does that mean for the Pokemon
Yeah.
trainer?" And I don't think it even dawned on any of us that,
I'm done.
Thanks.
It dawned
I
at
did
least
say
one.
that. I did say it though. I was like, I think Charizard. It could just be Charizard,
Yeah.
like as
Yeah.
the
Direct was happening.
direct was happening.
Well, in our defense, like we didn't know the changes to transformations when we were doing these previous discussions. So, maybe that's why it never crossed our mind that they might do that. But it makes sense, really, to, you don't want to have that extra transformable character loaded in memory on the 3DS. Probably couldn't
Especially-
handle it.
When you think about, in Melee, the transformation between like Zelda and Sheik was instantaneous. There was no, slowdown or anything. But then when you get to Brawl, it took like 30 seconds to transform.
Yeah.
So
If you notice,
Stand there and get your
we,
ass beat when you transform.
Your
Right.
Wii also gets louder because it's trying to read the dual layer disc.
Yeah. And so by the time
Yeah.
you get to the next gen consoles, it just makes sense that they wouldn't be able to do that as quickly. So
Yeah.
it makes sense now that you think about
Information.
it.
Yeah, but like,
Well,
I was so confident they weren't going to get rid of the Pokemon trainer. So confident.
I was too, man.
Because he
You've said it best before already. Like, go ahead.
he represents the Pokemon series better than any one singular Pokemon ever could. And I mean, I guess if you have to pick one to keep, it should be Charizard. He's the most popular one. He's everybody's favorite, but it's just like I really didn't expect them to get rid of the Pokemon trainer at all. If you were to ask me, like, okay, here's Brawl's roster of Pokemon, who are they going to get rid of? I would have been like, Lucario. But he's the first one we saw beyond Pikachu. And it kind of... I'm a little disappointed that Pokemon Trainer is gone. I think it's cool that Charizard gets to stick around, but at the same time, I don't think it's cool that Squirtle and Ivysaur, chances are, don't get to stick around. So, you know, it's...
Well, Squirtle and Ivysaur, or even Blastoise and Venusaur, are nowhere near as popular as
Right.
Charizard.
No, but I
No,
liked playing
of
as
course
those
not.
two more than I liked playing as Charizard. So
I really, it was
Too
only,
bad.
yeah, it is too bad. It was only Squirtle and Ivysaur and Brawl though, so that
it could be
It-
Charizard.
Yeah.
well, they're like, okay, we're gonna have a small one, a medium one, and a big one. Well, obviously, it's gonna be Charizard. So now we got to narrow down the other two.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's not like in that sense. I guess it's not like Squirtle and Ivysaur made it in on their own merits.
Well,
So it makes sense that they would be
but
cut,
at
but
the
it's
same time,
it's still,
they were already
yeah.
in. They had unique
Yeah.
movesets. So it's,
Yeah.
I mean, it's disappointing to see them go, especially
Well-
since they were attached to such a unique concept for a character. But I mean, with the limitations
But
of the 3DS, it
it-
makes,
it makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too beat up about it, but I am.
Keep the hope alive because it's not like we saw them pop out of Pokeballs or anything. So
no,
Not in the game.
but I just...
Although they didn't show Bonsly, who I hope is really back in.
Yeah.
Onslaught was a lot of fun.
But I
Uh,
think, I don't know, I don't think things look too good for Ivysaur and Squirtle. But that's okay. But let's talk about the real big reveal, which was not Mewtwo.
which you guys thought
Not
it
Mewtwo.
was Mewtwo.
Greninja
Uh-huh.
from
Or-
Pokemon X and
Pokemon X and
Y
Y.
is the...
No, just Pokemon X because that's the superior version. Well, at least because of Mega Charizard X.
Okay, well, Greninja is playable, and I think it's safe to say that it caught literally everybody off guard here.
Yeah, they really did.
Because Greninja was not
Totally
brought up
did.
once during our discussion videos, so...
no,
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 it
he's-
wasn't. But
I'm-
now that he's out, I hear people saying that there's supposed to be a movie coming out based around Greninja. So if we'd known that ahead of time,
It's
maybe we
not-
could have guessed it.
It's not based around Greninja. He's in the movie, but so are the other two Final Form starters from that generation.
All right, then.
So
Diancie confirmed.
yeah.
It's
Delphox.
No.
I mean, like, go ahead, Ricky.
I was just gonna say I'm all for Greninja now that like the shock of it has worn off. I think he looks awesome.
Yeah, he looks
Yeah.
like a lot of fun, and he is easily the coolest from the starters of
Yeah,
Gen 6.
something I said like in the media and aftermath as we were talking about it amongst ourselves was like, if Sakurai came to my house and was like, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna put one of the starters from X and Y in Brawl. Pick one." Like I would have picked Greninja. I just wouldn't have predicted any of the three of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're it's just how recent they are, and like, I mean, for as awesome as Greninja is and as popular as he is, he's no Charizard, he's no Lucario, he's too... I feel like he's too recent for that, but it's like...
Well, time will tell.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that this.
now he will be.
Yeah, because
right.
because he was in this game, that'll be a big boost to his popularity. I'm sure.
He's gonna get the Captain Falcon boost.
Matt,
He'll
you
have his own Falcon Punch.
had something interesting to say about Greninja to point out.
Oh, I'll point it out for the millionth time because it wasn't recorded. Greninja is the only character to ever be playable in a Smash Brothers video game. That's also on.
No, it's not.
No, that's also on the same console that he first appeared in a video game.
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon X and
Yeah.
Y obviously came out last year on the 3DS. The new Smash Brothers game is also on the 3DS, and Greninja was first in that one, and he's also going to be in Smash Brothers. No other character has ever.
Has debuted and then been in Smash Brothers on the same console.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. I mean, I don't. I mean, I guess.
That's pretty new.
Yeah, he's like the newest character to ever be in a Smash Brothers game. So that's kind of crazy to think about.
Unless you count.
Unless you count Roy, because somebody's gonna fucking point out Roy.
Yeah, you can't get much newer than your game not being out yet.
Right.
That's but you're specifically saying that like Greninja's game like actually from that series, not Smash Bros.
Yeah, Greninja's game will have came out just 1 year before he debuts in Smash Brothers. On the same console. That's nuts. Whereas Roy was in Melee before the Fire Emblem game where Roy was the main character was even released. And that's not even on the same console. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to make that argument, fine. But Greninja is the first. So.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, I mean, your guys' thoughts on Greninja?
I
Anything
think
you want
that
to say?
it looks
Well,
really cool. I think
Yeah.
Source 2 looks really HD.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, why? It's so strange.
Yeah.
I know.
It's like, yeah. What the fuck is that?
It is really like the textures are so high res that it looks
Yeah.
like a real substitute doll. I mean,
Yeah.
if there was such a thing. I mean, I guess
looks
There
pretty
is.
badass.
because Sakurai used it in the direct. Yeah, but I mean,
It looks like it was just pasted over that screenshot. It doesn't even look.
it's
It's
yeah,
amazing.
Yeah.
It's so HD. It's hilarious. But yeah, I mean, I think he looks like a lot of fun to play as. I think that like they've really ran with the whole. I mean, he's almost more based on just like ninja lore than he is on
Pokemon.
like Pokemon moves, which I'm fine with because he looks badass.
He looks awesome. I think he'll be a lot of fun to play.
Yeah.
Nobody was expecting it, but I think he'll be a popular character in the game for sure.
Yeah, I'm totally cool with it. It's kind of the same thing as like Wii Fit Trainer. Like you first see it and like you're not ready for it. You're like, what's happening?
What is this?
I don't understand this. But once you get over that, once you kind of acclimate, I think it's pretty awesome. So
Oh, yeah.
I think he looks like a lot of fun, and like he's a water type. It's good foil to Charizard. Also, kind of another nail in Squirtle's coffin, but whatever.
I've seen.
No, go ahead.
Go.
No, go ahead.
Oh my god. No, you go
I
ahead.
know exactly what you're gonna say, but say it.
I've seen some stupid people on the internet saying that Sceptile is going to be in the
Oh,
game.
those people are
Uh-huh.
people are stupid because Jigglypuff's gonna be in the game. But
Right.
I was
And there's no obligation to complete that triangle of the, fire, water,
Right.
grass. It's just like, no, you remember when they had the triangle in Melee where it was normal, electric, and psychic? Oh, wait, that doesn't make any fucking sense. So, no, Sceptile's not going to be in it.
yeah,
Electric and electric.
Yeah, I agree with that. There's absolutely no reason for it.
people are
It's
dumb.
electric. Doo, doo, doo.
I was just
Now listen, if Sceptile was in the game, I wouldn't complain because I like Sceptile. But sorry, you guys are dumb. That's not happening.
It's not gonna happen
yeah,
at all.
well, Blaze,
Also, if it was going to be any starter from that gen, it would be Blaziken. As much as I
Exactly.
hate him,
Exactly. Blaziken is far and away the most popular third gen Pokemon. Period. Starters or not, Blaziken
And I would even-
is this runaway star, and it's not going to be him either. So sorry.
I would even say that Swampert is more
popular.
popular than Sceptile.
It's true.
I love
Yeah.
Sceptile.
I did want to mention this earlier, but you guys talked over me.
We
The
don't do
only-
that here.
The only time I would have even thought of Greninja was like, what if they were going to add someone from 6th gen? Who would it be? Who would fit the bill?
I think
most?
we talked about
And
that
I'm like,
though,
it would
and
be
we
any of the
couldn't
starters.
come up with
yeah.
We did
anybody.
talk about it.
Who did we arrive at when we
Nobody.
talked about it? Nobody.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Who would it be aside from one of the starters? And obviously it's Greninja now.
Yeah. Apparently the answer is Greninja. So
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we said Sylveon.
Sylveon.
I think we said that as a joke.
Yeah, we also talked about Honedge, but
Honedge would have been awesome.
yeah,
But it's just an item.
I would have loved to play as Known Edge.
it should be a Pokeball, but it's just when it comes out, you get to pick it up and swing it around.
yeah, he'll be the new
Yeah.
Bonsley.
That would be awesome.
Oh, no, I want to keep on stuff.
At first you were with it, but then you weren't.
The price is too high.
Yeah,
I want to play Stone Age, but that's too high.
there's something in Honet's Pokedex entry that says like if you pick it up, your soul is stolen or something.
Yes.
Oh shit! Well, I used it as my cut slave through X and Y, so
Oh,
I guess
man.
my character's soul is no more.
Did it ever have one to begin with?
So you're saying you don't think Mewtwo's coming back?
I don't think anybody was even
Dude.
talking about Mewtwo.
He's coming back.
But
His chances are his chances are practically non-existent now.
I mean, sorry, man, but I'm.
Back in. Like, always believe. Always believe.
I'm holding the torch. I'm holding out for him.
I think that's totally cool, man. I respect that.
Well,
What if
the only
they
way he's going to
swap
be
him
in at
out
this
for
point,
Jigglypuff?
yeah, because we've talked about numbers before, and we're up to 5 Mario characters, and we're up to 4
Five
Pokemon
Zelda.
characters revealed, 5 with Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
And so the only way Mewtwo gets in is if we have another Mario reveal, or Sakurai just says, "Fuck it, I'm going to do whatever I
well,
want."
to be
So
to be,
at this point,
to-
I don't think he won't do that. So
to be fair to the concept of Mewtwo being playable, there were 6 playable Pokemon in Brawl.
right,
They
Brawl.
didn't have.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
weren't.
They just didn't occupy 6
Right, they
spots.
weren't 6 slots, but there were 6 unique Pokemon
Yeah.
characters in that game. So I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility
yeah.
for there to be.
I don't think it's out of the question either. I also don't think that there has to be more Mario characters than Pokemon
No.
characters.
not necessarily. I mean, and if you really want to count the subsets like Yoshi and Wario, then fine. But I mean, I feel like they separate them, so in my mind they're separate.
Mhm.
So unless we get somebody else with a mushroom, it would have to work out that way. But no, I mean, it would totally make sense, especially because I feel like 6 is the perfect amount of Pokemon characters to have playable
Mhm.
because
It's a
that's how
team.
many you have in your party. So
I
I mean, it's a dumb point, but
You just keep hoping.
yeah,
man.
I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think that it's out of the question, but I think I'm not really on the Mewtwo train with you anymore. I was so certain, just like you before, but now that Greninja's in this game, we live in a world where Greninja is playable. So I mean, anything
Sure.
anything can happen.
That half a second.
Yeah.
All right, who do you think it would be for Mario if we did? Obviously, I don't think we're going to.
if we're just
Don't-
gonna throw things out
The only
there,
one left is Bowser Jr.
it's either Bowser Jr. or I'm gonna still say that Paper Mario would be a great choice. I don't know how possible that would be, but
Yeah, it would be cool. to
Dude,
Paper Mario.
It would be cool, but it's not. We got 5. We're done. man.
Yeah.
It's it.
Yeah, I think they're gonna.
We're not gonna
I think
get.
they're gonna focus
we're not
on
gonna get-
other franchises.
Yeah,
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
we're not gonna get Bowser Jr. or Paper Mario.
like fucking Donkey Kong. Where's our Donkey Kong
Where's our
character?
Donkey Kong anything?
Or
There's
anything.
nothing.
She's
Donkey Kong.
coming. She's coming. You wait.
Jeez.
Yes, he is.
Mhm.
Expand dome.
Expand on. That's right.
Danky Kang.
I think some.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, King.
I think
Confirmed for Brawl.
I wanna
Okay.
talk. Damn it. I think
Oh Jesus.
Okay, go on, Matt.
no. I don't- I think something that is important to take away from this direct is that because the character they revealed was Greninja, a character that was very out of left field, one that we never talked about, and so many of our most common predictions, Palutena, Isaac, Shulk, Dixie Kong, all of those characters, they were nowhere to be seen in the direct in the form of assists. They were nowhere to be seen in final smashes. They were nowhere to be seen at all. I think that we
Palutena was kind of seen.
sort of.
pseudo Palutena.
I think I think we can take away from this that we're pretty much at the same point where we started before, just +1 Greninja. Like,
Yeah.
pretty much all of our predictions are still valid. There's nothing
Yeah.
in this direct that suggests otherwise, except for, I mean,
You too.
yeah, Mewtwo's definitely on the lower end of the scale now, and
I'll give you that.
even though we never talked about, we never thought he would be in. Ridley is definitely
out of the off.
Yeah.
Ridley's like 0.0000001.
Stick a fork in him, man.
Ridley is definitely out of the question, but I mean, like
Yeah.
I said, Palutena is still on the table. Isaac is still on the
It's
table.
looking good for Palutena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dixie
Yeah,
Kong,
do-
Shulk, Crom, all those
do-
characters still on the table.
Do you want to discuss the popular theory that Sakura was teasing us with the trophies that he showed off?
I think that's
There was like one from Metroid, one from Kid Icarus.
Yeah, one from
something else.
Skyward Sword, one from
Sure.
Fire Emblem. Yeah.
I think the fact that we know that Ridley's not in it. We know that Dark Samus isn't in it. We know that Mother Brain's not in it. Kind of throws that theory out the window because who do you have as a Metroid rep?
Yeah, exactly. I think
We
our
did.
second Metroid rep is Zero Suit Samus. And I
Yeah,
think
there we
that's- I think that's perfect, personally. I think that Samus is by far... Metroid is a series about Samus and what happens to her.
Right.
It's not a series like Zelda where it's about the kingdom and the lore. It's just about Samus. She's what matters in Metroid, and we've got her twice. I think that's the perfect way to represent Metroid, personally.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't-
people grasping at straws in
Yeah.
the same way they were grasping about Ridley.
Yeah.
Right.
How about young Samus from Other M?
no. There's not going to be any more
No.
Samus.
No, anything from other end.
There's already a stage from
Samus.
Other End, so suck it.
I love the collective response.
What about Fusion Samus as its own thing?
It'll be a costume, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That'd be neat. Even if
That would
there's
be pretty cool.
if young Samus is a costume for Zero Suit Samus, that'd be kind of cool. I'd be
Sure.
fine with that.
Sure, whatever.
I don't think the trophy thing holds any water because there's not
No,
gonna be a
I
new
don't
Zelda
either.
character.
No, I don't either.
So,
No,
There's no Rhythm Heaven trophy.
except Tingle.
Corey's guy's confirmed.
I've been seeing that all over the place lately, and I don't know why.
Because it's some stupid.
The Rhythm
leak.
Heaven Glee Club.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
stupid leak.
It's because of this guy who
Supposedly.
leaked Wii Fit Trainer. He also is claiming some other things.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, whatever. I believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on.
But we're exactly where we started, so
Yeah.
I don't think I'm
Oh, Wayne confirmed.
no.
No,
Not that leak.
no.
I think all of our character predictions, at least the ones that we're the most sold on, are still on the table.
Palutena, Dixie, Fire Emblem, something.
Yeah, Isaac.
Yep.
Shulk. I think.
Yeah.
I think we're still in good territory with all those characters. But I mean, again, we live in a world where Greninja's playable, so
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Anything,
Anything's possible at this point.
anything
Yeah, like the
goes.
chorus guys.
yeah, like the course.
Yeah.
guys.
Okay.
And the me.
Crossy guy.
And the me, of course. Forgot the
I
forgot about
didn't
the
know
me.
if me was going to be in Brawl. I would be very surprised if me is not playable.
I'll be very upset if it is.
There is a Tomodachi life.
Yeah.
Stage. Yeah.
That game looks hilarious.
That looks fucking weird.
Yeah, that's why it's hilarious.
This is
Um,
not about that.
I just wanted to say real quick. So, if we get costumes now that we know that they're in it, is there anything that you guys want to see in particular?
Mr. L.
Dr.
Yeah.
Mario and Dr. Luigi.
Dr. Mario is a no-brainer.
Fuck
as far as
Dr.
I'm concerned.
Luigi. I want Mr. L.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think Mr. L's gonna happen.
I don't think he will either, but that's not the question that was asked, Josh.
Yeah,
Shut up.
Dry Bowser.
Yeah,
yeah.
that'd
Dry
I want everything in Project M. I want Roy for Marth.
I want a Ridley Charizard costume.
I want Butterfly Mask, Marth.
That would be cool.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
That would be
Who says you
Um,
can only have one costume, man?
He's a girl.
Do you think? Oh, one thing I was going to say is I think Wario is going to be when he's revealed. I think he's going to have his WarioWare costume as the alternate,
Yeah.
plumber outfit as default, and he's not going to be like staggered animations anymore.
Why would you think they would switch the default costume?
I don't know. I just think that they might do that.
I don't think so. I think the whole reason they made him the biker in Brawl was to further differentiate him from the Mario series.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
And we already know they're using the W emblem for Ashley and for Waluigi.
Right.
So why would they suddenly make Wario more closely tied to his Mario appearance? I don't think that makes any sense.
Oh no. I do think they'll fix his animation at least, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure both costumes will still be there, but
Yeah.
I think that his default will still be Biker Wario.
All right. No, that's totally
I
legit.
think we're gonna get Wario pretty soon with Mario Kart coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Matt
it would
and I
not
were
surprise
talking
me
about
at all if
that.
he was revealed next.
Yeah.
Right.
Here's a question. This has nothing to do with costumes, but since the game is coming out sooner than we expected for at least one console, that means we're gonna know the roster much sooner than any of us thought.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you think? Obviously, we just got 5 new characters, so I think it'll be a little while until they
Try.
reveal another one. But do you think once they start revealing more, that they're gonna speed it up?
I don't know that they're necessarily going to reveal the whole roster before the game comes out.
Yeah.
I don't think
Um,
I
they
would
are.
like there to be
Might keep Rob a
secret,
secret.
Yeah.
new characters.
I mean, there were secrets in Brawl, like Rob, but you
Yeah.
know, in this modern world, nothing stays secret for very long.
No.
But
Like everything
find
was leaked by the end of the night on the first day. You
yeah,
know?
yeah,
So,
that's
exactly.
all I need. That's all I need.
I think they'll find a way to spread it out like as much as possible.
yeah, I want to have that night where I'm refreshing topics again, waiting for people to unlock new characters. Like that was such a great night for me. I had so much
Yes.
fun because you don't know who to believe. You want to see screenshots and stuff. It's cool.
Yeah.
And it was just a really. I look back on that pretty fondly. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm sure that there will be characters in the game that aren't revealed when it comes out, but they won't last very long. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I hope so. That'd be fun as hell.
Yeah, I'm
Gino's
sure.
gonna be in it.
I'm sure there will. There won't be Gino. Josh, come on.
That ship sailed a long time ago.
Yeah. Dude,
I
I
think-
love Gino, and I would shit my pants if he was in the game, but it ain't happening, bro.
Yeah.
He's irrelevant now. It's
If
not.
it didn't happen in the first, if it didn't happen in the first games, it's not going to happen in this one.
If it didn't happen in Brawl when the big push was, it's
Right,
not-
exactly.
Yeah, I even feel like most people who were pushing for him in Brawl have kind of been like, yeah, okay, that was our last shot.
Right.
So.
Whatever.
Yeah, all those people are now in the Mewtwo camp, and if Mewtwo doesn't get into this one, the same thing's gonna happen to him. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
I get it.
That's a Ridley camp, dude. I don't know what you're talking
Ridley
about.
camp is going strong.
Ridley Camp is
dude,
never going
that's-
away.
I know.
Yeah,
Nope.
it's never
Ridley-
leaving.
Ridley hype train.
And I don't blame him. Like I want Ridley too, but it ain't happening, folks.
Eventually, we're gonna get to a
Yep.
point where there's gonna be no other characters to add to a Smash Brothers game, and Ridley will
Right.
have to
They're
be
gonna start
playable.
coming up with.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna
Then still get the
new
course
IPs.
minutes first.
The roster's going to be ridiculously big.
After Nintendo, milks the Mega Man and Sonic characters in there too, and
That's right.
That's not.
brings back Snake.
Eh.
Oh yeah, we pretty much know Snake's probably not coming back, right?
No.
Yeah.
We don't.
Right.
I feel like he is.
Nah, she's
Gone.
always grenades.
I feel like he is gone. I mean, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right.
I
should-
yeah, I feel like he's gone too, but oh well.
Yeah.
So we'll have to update our bingo cards for the next few weeks.
I
For
feel
Smash
like
Bros.
after the direct, the information coming out is gonna slow to a trickle for a while.
For a little bit,
Yeah.
yeah. But I want to end
Silly
this the same way we always kind of end these videos. What's the next reveal going to be? Next character reveal. Matt and I think it's going to be Wario.
Yeah, I think Wario's a safe bet.
Yeah.
He's really the only glaring oversight so far. Now that Yoshi's finally been revealed, the only one who's like, boy, where's that fella? It's like it's like either Wario or Meta Knight. But I don't think it's gonna be Meta Knight because we've already got DDD.
Yeah.
I think.
What about the Mother Boys who have items?
Yeah, Ness and Lucas. Either one of them needs some love pretty soon.
Yeah.
So that's a good one too.
Wait, was it sometime in April? I think was the release of Mother 3.
Well, nope.
Yep,
Not
that's
happening.
gone.
No.
That's gone.
Now
Yeah.
we still got another week or so. But I don't think we'll get a new character until next month sometime, and I think it's going to be Wario for Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a fair guess. I'll back that up.
That's probably a safe bet.
A lot of people were thinking Ice Climbers this month for NES Remix,
Oh,
NES
yeah.
Remix 2, but I think just because we got all these other characters that we're not getting anybody else for April.
Right. If we didn't get this revealed, then I would have been right behind you saying that. But
Yeah.
in fact, I was before the reveal.
Yeah, so I think
Had they revealed at least one character a month? Every month?
I don't
they
think there
didn't
was
reveal
a
one in March.
reveal-
There wasn't one in March.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Because it was Diddy Kong in February, and then when March rolled around, everybody was expecting Yoshi and nothing, and so we were like,
They had
all
to-
right then.
They had to stockpile for the direct.
Yeah.
It's understandable why they held off because like the transformation thing was a big reveal, so they
Yeah.
probably figured like, okay, well let's just get Samus, Sheik, and Charizard out of the way at the same time.
Right, because if they said that we're not having transformations anymore, then we could have guessed from there anyway.
Yeah.
So-
So I think it makes sense why they held off on those guys. But Yoshi could have snuck out when New Island came out. I don't see why he was
Right.
left hanging, but whatever.
Got to work on that stance, man.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, I think it's safe to say
Alright.
like Wario, Lucas,
Or Ice Climbers.
Climbers, and Meta Knight.
You think he'll be Lucas before Ness?
Yeah, I think
That's
because
how it
that's
was
a
in
secret
Brawl.
character.
Yeah.
because they did that when Brawl came out, they tried to mislead us that Ness was not coming back. That's what you think they're going to do that again?
Up until now, Ness has
Yeah.
been.
Okay, that was fed through translator. All right.
No, I know, but people were in a fucking panic. when
Yeah,
Ness
I
came
just it just grinds my gears. I can't believe people are still worried about Ness or Jigglypuff. I can't believe it. Or Captain Falcon. For God's sake, the man has nothing else to his name. Give him Smash Brothers at the very least.
I would put Captain Falcon more synonymous with Smash Brothers than Mario at this point. Like he is Super Smash Brothers.
He is the face of Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
He is the Super Smash Brother.
he's both brothers, Captain Falcon and Captain Flamingo in the
Captain Rainbow, please.
Captain Rainbow.
Who do you think? I know, kind
We
of.
talked
We're
about
kind of ending
veterans?
this. Yeah, but
You wanna
who do you
ask
think?
about newcomers?
Yeah, who do you think's gonna be the biggest what the fuck character in this game? The new
Fit Trainer.
Greninja.
You think? Just what we fit trainer?
You think they blew it that way?
I mean, can you think anybody more what the fuck than Wii Fit Trainer?
Sukapon?
I don't think
Super
Sukapon
Pump
is.
was designed to fight.
Yeah,
It's
Sukapon
a
is like
fighting
the
game.
pit. Sukapon is the pit. It's the retro character, you know?
Yeah.
But then I think if they were going to do a really retro character, it would be Takamaru.
Yeah, I think Takamaru or Sheriff or to make Don happy, I'll say it out loud, Urban Champion. I'll have some level of
Except Urban Champion.
likelihood to
Yeah.
be the surprise character, but I don't know. I feel like with
Bubbles.
I feel like with Wii Fit Trainer and Greninja, we've already got two like big shocks. That I kind of feel like at this point, if we did get Takamaru or Scapan or who was the other one that I said? Not
Sheriff.
Sheriff. Yeah, I feel like if we did get any of those, I would just be like, yeah, okay, you know, business
I
as
think-
usual, carry on.
Right.
A lot
Yeah,
of
nothing can be more what the fuck than
fanboy forums. Pretty much.
Then what,
take
David?
Takamaru as a guarantee.
than Wii Fit Trainer.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that. That was. Yeah, I think her and Greninja are the biggest what the fuck characters.
Oh,
It's we fit trainers.
We fit
Yeah.
trainers. Oh yeah, you're right. I bet.
They didn't show it, but
Wii Fit Trainers.
do we? They didn't show it, but do you think that? Do you still think that the Villager is going to have an alternate female version?
Yeah.
I do.
I would
Probably.
hope so. Yeah.
I would be
Okay.
very surprised if he didn't, especially after the reveal of the Wii Fit Trainer. Like,
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
I would be
And it's-
very surprised.
It's another gender-neutral name, so I feel like
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Why does this fake roster have Ridley in it?
There's still hope.
Is this like who's not been confirmed yet?
Yes.
Why does this fake roster have Sora in it?
Yes, Sora's not
Oh
confirmed.
my
This
god.
is
The black
this
man.
is taken from our discussions.
What? What asshole made this?
I did.
He did.
Oh. We should do like the official AdamantDitto roster, where we just kind of pool together and figure out 50
were-
cards.
Yeah, we were trying to do it, and we
And do like a bingo kind of.
Matt, Don, and I came to sort of a consensus, but I think because Josh is the dissenter on Cranky Kong, and because Phil is adamant about me, I don't know if we could all come to one like relative consensus. You know.
Everybody would have that one
Yeah.
character that's different.
The one character is just like the
Well-
surprise character for us, like
Random select.
between
Right.
me and yeah, okay, between me, Ricky, and Matt, like our like sort of consensus roster has pretty much everything the same except for the one surprise.
Yeah, it was basically in terms of just me, Don, and Ricky when we were discussing it. We agreed on Dixie Kong. We agreed on Palutena. We agreed that there will be a Fire Emblem character. We couldn't decide if it was Chrom, Lucina, or
Mhm.
both.
It's not gonna be. Both,
Yeah, yeah, but I was on the
Francina.
I think it's
I was on the
Yeah.
Lucina fence. You were on the
Oh.
Chrom fence. Don was on both.
I was on either.
Yeah,
either.
we agreed.
Well-
we agreed on Isaac.
I think what we can agree on,
We
Yeah.
agreed on Shulk.
we can all agree that there will be a Fire Emblem rep. There will be a Donkey Kong rep. I don't think it's important who we put in that box, but
That is true that we can agree on that much. So
Yeah.
okay.
We agreed on Isaac,
Be
Shulk,
an
and
even-
Pac-Man. We all agreed on. But then after that, it was just
We had that one
Yeah.
like niggly left.
Who-
that
it-
who's the last
And,
what the fuck character?
Matt said Captain Rainbow. Don said Urban Champion
or Takamaru.
or Takamaru, and I said Ray from Custom Robo, who I don't think would be that big of a shock, but I just feel like he's got a decent shot. But he'll probably be an assist
Yeah.
again. I included him because like I needed to get to 49 because that was the number that Matt arbitrarily set, and I just put Ray on there because I thought why not. I don't think his odds are
Yeah.
as good as anybody else.
Yeah.
But anyway. Are we? Is that about covered?
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for listening, folks. Of course, leave your own predictions or thoughts in the comments.
No Ridleys.
And no Ridleys. Yes.
You know, it's all gonna be Ridley's now.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. Nope. God, people. God damn.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.